never had weighted dice. My dice that I had, and still have, by the way, have 10 through 20 twice on them.
I'll be right back.
So I got those, and then a die that's identical to it that's just normal, that you keep palmed. That way when you're rolling it, you can switch your dice out.
Speaking of dice, I should probably get some of those. They're still in my bag from Monday. Anyway, guys, it's Friday. We're live. Say hello to everybody out there in TV land. I'll grab my dice in a second here. We are minorly late, but it's okay because it's our schedule. So there's that. Anyway, we're live and I have Ben and Becky in the wrong spots, or Becky and Celissa in the wrong video spots.
Halavar, it looks like your character's wearing a bucket.
Yeah. Do what?
Looks like your character's wearing a bucket.
He probably
is wearing a bucket. Times have been hard in the Church of Palor.
It sounds like
High Priestess needs some new dresses, so we all had to cinch up, make do.
Right.
So that right there is season 5 spoilers for Game of Thrones. I'm giving a spoiler alert.
That's just season 5, right? So we're good.
Season 4? Okay, that's the season 4 finale, so spoiler alert. I'm sorry.
Don't post anything anywhere that has anything to do with spoilers, or I will murder you.
I'm not gonna spoil it. Like, I will not take that surprise away from you. As a moment between you and the creators of Game of Thrones.
All right then. Anyway, guys, it's Friday. It's Pathfinder night. Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's doing great. I'm gonna grab some dice while my players entertain you for like 30 seconds.
Wait. So we now have 2 girls in the party, right? It's Becky.
Yes.
So how do you say your name?
Solaris, I think.
Solaris.
I forget what I named my character now.
We'd have Anu, but I think Anu fell off the bus.
Kyle is still having computer issues.
It sucks.
Kyle's still having computer issues, but he told me that he is hopeful that they will be resolved soon. So we're looking for that, and hopefully that is accurate. So not just for our gaming purposes, but for his lifestyle and gaming purposes as well. Because man needs a good computer.
Indeed.
So, just trying to find all the dice that I want to use tonight. I got to find the dice that work well.
I wouldn't doubt it. I feel like we're coming close to a boss coming up here.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Okay, real quick. In my new, me and Jack in our new place, we finally started putting things up on the walls.
What are you putting up on the walls?
Artwork.
I can't see what that artwork is, and I'm hoping that it's not anything that's going to get me banned.
Oh no, that's concept art.
I totally thought you were putting up artwork in this cave we just plundered. I was like, why would you do that? That's really awkward. I'm just gonna put up this the entrails of my fallen enemies up on this wall over here.
Well, that's what you do.
Adam, didn't you at one point used to retire your dice?
Kind of. That's why my dice bag is this big. But
yeah,
whatever. Anyway, how's everybody out there in Twitch land doing? I hope you guys are having a good Friday. We're gonna get rolling here in a second. I'm picking out my dice for the evening, and then I'm gonna show you guys the tried and true Halavar rolling method for how to play D&D and win. Jesse will recall this as soon as I do it, though he may or may not refute it. And I don't know where the fuck my that's fine. I should have that should be enough dice to murder you with, I think.
I will have the world know that at one point in time I was completely and utterly banned from a player's campaign known as Chris McLeese.
This is true. From
It
any
was not from
campaign.
my dice rolls.
From any campaign. This
From
is
any
accurate.
ever.
This is accurate.
Yes.
Might have something to do with your character screwing one of the gods in his campaign. Literally, not figuratively.
Yeah, pretty sure. Pretty sure that's what happened. Yeah.
I'm 100% sure that's what happened. I remember it. Of the few things I remember in this world, that's one of them. So here's the. So I don't have to adjust my camera again. Here's the tried and true Halavar method of rolling. A hit. Yep, 20. And that's how you win at D&D, Jesse style.
That's correct.
True story. So, who wants to recap us and bring us into our current session?
I got a triple kill. That's all that fucking matters. I
I
may or
almost
may
died.
I may or may not have almost killed the one of the part members. I'm not gonna say who.
Yep. Yep. Little tender still. Thank you, buddy.
But you know who you are.
Who did I almost castrate? I shot an arrow through.
Probably be me too.
You shot Halavar in the ass again.
No, that was like 2 weeks ago.
You shot one between his legs and castrated a gnoll. That actually happened in the game.
Okay. I shot in the ass a while ago. Though, like, kayfabe, that's probably like 4 hours ago.
In the cave, no, that was yesterday because you guys went back outside and took a long rest to get some hit points and stuff back.
Okay, so you're still mad at me? It's been a day. I'm sorry for shooting.
It's been an entire day. Jesus.
That is not the kind of thing that I forget about.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm too busy killing everything. You're giant.
Yes,
I
yes.
look at you got a giant ass. You were enlarged.
Just because you can't keep your eyes off my ass is not an excuse to put an arrow in it.
That's debatable.
I'll remember that next time, and I will
just-
not save you.
He's just marking it for later, man. Becky wants a piece of it.
Right. That's right.
Becky wanted a piece of it so bad she was just trying to carve a piece off. That's what happened. I'm gonna go ahead and
Save
bring
it
us.
for later.
Wait. Didn't I try and pull the arrow out and stab someone else with it?
Maybe.
Maybe. You might have went all Legolas with the ass arrow.
Angel, are you out of Tabletop Simulator again? Did it boot you, or you having
It
some
booted me, yeah.
Some computer issues.
You can go ahead. Somebody can just move my character and I can tell you what I need to roll.
Perfect.
I have
Until
a
you-
pretty good.
until
to
you get
stream
back
up.
in. Yeah, it's a little bit of a delay, but I mean that's one way that you can kind of see what's going on. But yeah, I'll go ahead and take us over to the game table so we can see where we left off, which is there. There we go. So
Did you ever find my fig, by the way?
Not the one that we had out on the table, but I just re-grabbed it out of the bag. So
Okay.
we'll go with that. I'm gonna name this Alyssa.
So let's just recap. The recap was just me talking about how awesome Becky is.
So I mean, yeah. So somebody actually do a legitimate recap of what happened last session.
Well, if I remember correctly, it's been a week. We stormed in here looking to find a shaman and didn't find one. But we did find a high priestess that had been kidnapped as a future sacrifice by said shaman, which makes me want to believe that this is the same shaman that went down a hole in our first
in the very
session.
beginning, huh? That bastard.
He's still trying to get his sacrifice on.
Could be.
And then we almost took a hostage. He didn't give any answers though, right? That was
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
So
I believe
somebody-
someone killed the hostage. We had 3 more true spells, or like
No, we didn't.
questions.
We didn't have any truth spells.
No,
There
we
was
had 2.
serum.
We had 2.
You
Yeah,
know,
the rogue pretty much decided your true spell wasn't the truth.
That it wasn't sufficient.
We
Right.
could have asked
Awful.
him 2 more questions. I'm just saying. He could have potentially killed himself by lying. Suicide by words. Come on, that's kind of poetic.
It is a
That'd be
little
really
bit.
sad.
just
It's
a
like
tiny
Death
bit.
Note or something going on over there.
Exactly. I mean, it does one. If he lies, it would have done 1d6. That would probably have killed him.
So we really didn't learn anything from these dudes.
You did not.
Nothing.
Nope.
We
Not
just kind of
really.
came in here and slaughtered them and plundered all their shit.
Fucking imperialism, man. Goddamn imperialism.
So basically, yeah, you guys came into this new section of the cave. You ran into these gnolls, successfully murdered them, brought one for questioning, who was then decapitated by Kylar. So that's where we kind of left off, and so this is where you guys are at currently. So go ahead and you guys still have cave system to explore. You guys can let me know what you're trying to do next. Let's go ahead and get this.
Did you guys find any of the other people that were kidnapped and marked for death as sacrifices as well?
No, not yet. We're literally where. Oh, you weren't here last session. That's right. They just came into an area, took a left up to this raised area that we've got here, and fought a bunch of gnolls. That was pretty much the entire session last time.
Okay, I need to collect arrows because I do not have many left.
You can make a roll. I think you used probably about 10 last time.
Yeah, I'm at 20 now. 20. No, we checked the counter. I set up I had it written down.
Okay, so you made a counter.
Yeah, it's on my computer. It's
Okay.
a sticky note.
Okay, so yeah, however many you used, roll that many.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how many I used. I have 23 left.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that last session, because you did a lot of stuff last session, we'll say that you used 15. So do 15 percentile rolls.
God damn, this take forever. Let me get actual. I don't know what my dice are.
Or you can just do. How do we want to do that?
Have me roll 2d10. How about that?
Yeah, we can do that.
And Adam, how do I
I get 8
modify a
arrows
button?
back.
How do you modify this?
Right. Yeah.
So you would clear it, and then you would just overwrite it.
Got it.
So a 53. I'll say that anything above a 50, you can collect an arrow. But you're rolling d6s.
Oh, I think it said anything above a.
So you'll roll the 2d10.
Anything above a what?
Anything above 50. So you'll roll 2d10 and then just look at the numbers instead of the result.
Okay.
So 95. And then so Paul, so you'll set up your roll. So like, what are you trying to set up your damage?
Just add my modifier to my 1 weapon damage.
You still have to, because it wiped your. So your weapon is a 1d6, right?
Right.
Okay, and then your mod went up to a 3, and so then you'll right click on the tool in not white space.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, and then set the description as whatever you want to call it, and then click on the white spot. There you go.
One kaboom and the other one zap.
Right. Pretty
Well,
much.
Because he's got the because he's got the 1 weapon damage and then the sneak attack. All right, Angels, you managed to get in to the game. Is it allowing you to peruse the game table?
99% loaded.
Perfect.
Almost there.
So you were trailing behind, is what we'll say. You were walking behind the party, trying to figure out. You kind of lost track of them for a minute after you guys stopped and talked to an orc, who directed you to the correct path to take, as he thought that you were supposed to be down here for business. And then on the way here, you kind of got distracted by something and began, looking at maybe some engravings that were on the wall. You lost track of the party for a second, and then the last sounds of combat drew you to the area that they were generally in. And then once you get loaded, we'll say that you're here.
Sounds good. Alright, so should we pack up our stuff, boys, and head back down past the wall?
I think so, because we pretty much cleared out everything in here. And, I mean, it's all kind of blocked off, so really just back the way we came, I would say.
Wait, are we gonna rest a bit?
Do we... I guess combat just kind of ended, huh?
Yeah. So hold up. We're gonna move you guys back up here for a second.
Okay.
And bear in mind, you can only do short rests every so often, and you can only do long rests once every 24 hours. So you guys are coming off of a long rest when you came into back into the cave system. So
Okay, we just need to go back to where we knocked out Solaris and browse her back.
So, are we taking short rest then, or no?
I think that would be the only thing we could do, right? Because we just came off a long rest.
yes. So
we can do short rest. Because you probably need some of your spells, right, Becky?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I only have half my Banes left.
well, a short rest won't get you back your spells.
Okay.
Oh, it's only for HP? Okay.
And it's just I mean, short rest is for. Did they change that for Pathfinder? It's one of the things I'm still not completely familiar with. That. I'm going to adapt something here from 5e that I think is actually a pretty nifty aspect of 5e, which is the use of hit dice other than just determining your hit points. So if you're not familiar with 5e, on a short rest, you can utilize hit dice, however many number of hit dice you are, to regain hit points. So if you're, right now you guys are all level 6, so you have 6 hit dice. You can use up to 6 hit dice on a short rest to regain hit points. So you'll just, if you're 6d8, you could roll 2d8 to regain 2d8 worth of hit points on a short rest. However, throughout a day, from day to day, from long rest to long rest, 6 dice is all you have. So if you use up all 6 hit dice on the first short rest that you take, you don't have any more hit dice to regain throughout the remainder of that day. So it's kind of one of those things where you have to track them and manage them throughout your day to not run out of hit points or run out of personal healing. It's basically you kind of tending to your wounds, getting yourself back in the action, that sort of thing.
That's fine.
So
Get another counter.
I do like that, so I'm going to adapt that. Yeah, I can give you guys counters if you want to, more counters if you want to use those to track your. So,
My husband and my son are deciding who's burning down the kitchen, the living room right now, and they're both yelling at me from the other room to tell on the other person.
nice.
It's grand.
How old's the
Sorry.
kid?
So
So it sounds like you guys actually need some healing right now.
potentially. So we're gonna get into something here in a minute. How many counters do you need, Becky?
More.
All of the counters.
So I don't know if you can shrink. You can shrink that, relocate it, put it wherever you want.
So wait. So it's how many D? So it's
So whatever your hit point, the die that you use for your character.
So D8. Okay.
So it would be a
I
D8,
needed 6 of them.
and then you can use 6 of them because you're currently level 6. So you can use these to just put it up to 6, and then as you use them, count them down. And then I'll rename this HP dice for you. There you go. Just so you can help keep track of what it is. So it's your one up over here, Paul.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
Your hit dice counter. So, yeah, you guys can take a short rest to try to regain some hit points if you want. Angel, you're fully loaded in?
Bless you. I'm sorry, what?
Sorry.
You're fully loaded in?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
in.
So about the time that you get to this point, and do you have the light spell?
Yes.
I have light.
Okay, but you're not there.
It's
So
a
this
0 level spell for me. I
Right.
can cast it a billion times a day.
Okay, so we'll say that you've got light on because you've been walking through the dungeon on your lonesome. About the time that you get to here, you've been hearing sounds of battle kind of echo throughout the cave walls, but because of the echoing portion of it, we'll put you back here actually. Because of the way that it's echoing, you're not 100% certain where the sounds of combat are coming from, just kind of this general direction. It's one of those things where as you get closer, the funneling of certain hallways makes it louder, and that's how you've been kind of able to guide yourself at least to this point to figure out where they may have gone. But about the time that you get to here, the combat all goes quiet. So you figure that whether it was your new allies or the people that they were fighting, one side or the other won, because the combat has stopped. So that's where you are currently is at this position, and there are no longer sounds of combat to guide your path.
Well, I'll continue going the direction I think I heard combat in.
Okay, so like at the point that you got here, it was still kind of all around echoing, but it sounded like it was probably strongest coming down this path.
Okay. Are we in, like, do I need to move certain number right now?
No, we're not in
rounds?
We're not in combat, so you can kind of move yourself forward to make your decisions. Just try not to meta it by looking at where the party actually is.
Sure.
So
I'm not seeing any light.
At this point, no, not right now. Not at this juncture.
Okay.
Any residual light that you would be picking up from campfires and such at this point is drowned out by your own light spell. And at this point, this is where you guys are just finishing questioning you just finished questioning the guy that Kylar decapitated, is what we're saying. So that's why everything had just gone quiet. And so that's what you guys are doing while she's trying to figure out where you guys are.
I'm not pissed at fucking Kylar.
What?
God damn it. I wish I would have fucking shot you.
Well, he wasn't talking, man.
2 more questions.
So Alyssa can go ahead and still do whatever she wants to try to do, because the party at this point is still occupied.
So Tim is probably still busy trying to drag his massive bag of loot out of here.
That's right. So Alyssa, if you can go ahead and do whatever you're wanting to do with your character. So, all right. So about the time that you get to here, make a perception check. 17. Okay. So to your left, from the hallway to your left, you can hear the sounds of hushed voices. You can't make out what they're saying, but you can hear the sounds of hushed voices, and it looks like you're able to catch some glimpses of light echoing off the top. You're able to catch the glints of light off of the ceiling to your left as well.
Okay. When I get to this point, I'll cancel my light spell.
Okay. And there's enough ambient.
About when you get there, you probably hear something along the lines of, "But why the ash? Couldn't you shoot me somewhere else just for novelty's sake?"
I mean, it's just so round and lump.
Well, then I won't have to cancel the light spell because I'll recognize the voices at least.
Yeah, and by the time you get to this point, there's enough ambient light from the campfires as well that you're able to, like, you don't need the light spell at this point. So, and then yeah, as you get closer, you are able to discern that it is the voices of your new allies. I won't go
Thanks
so
for
far.
leaving me behind.
So, where's the high priestess at?
I don't. Did you guys? Was she not with us?
What?
That, I don't.
Like meta.
So, all right. So yeah,
I mean,
you guys are.
Could have used some heals.
I know. So you guys are at this point reunited. Tim is kind of inspecting the stuff that he's got to see if there's anything useful in there. He's not really sure what he's
Do
going
you
to do.
still have an arrow in your ass?
No, he yanked it out and stabbed someone in the face with it.
This is true.
Yes, I did.
It would have been the most brilliant, like, hey, welcome back. You've got an arrow in your butt.
Yeah, he pulled a Legolas and he pulled a reverse Legolas technically, because Legolas stabbed somebody with an arrow and then shot somebody with it, whereas Becky shot a party member in the ass with it and then pulled it out and used it to stab somebody. So
I knew I was going to need it later, so I shot it for tactical reasons. Okay?
Hold this for me. Hang on to this for a minute. So.
Call it the Haliquiver.
Hey, I do like to get up close and and do some badass shit, like when I was thrown by Kylar and I stabbed that goblin in the face.
That's right.
Yeah.
So all right, and your enlarged spell has worn off at this point as well, so you're back down to normal size. Tim went ahead and canceled that since you guys weren't in combat anymore, just to make it easier for everybody to move around. So that's why you're normal sized again. So, all right, yeah, so at this point, you guys are back together. Tim's kind of preoccupied. It's up to you guys what you're going to do and where you're going to go.
Well, I think we should probably leave this area and start heading south. Down.
Considering there's,
Got a funny
considering
limp.
there's nothing but murder and death up here.
Quick question. So we agreed that the wizard would have the explosives. Who has it now? If the wizard's not here, Tim's not here.
Tim still has it, apparently.
I would say that he still has.
Okay, who has the second one? If Tim had one,
Don't.
then
Did we have two? I thought only Tim had them.
I thought only Tim had him.
Because he was the only one with the flask, right?
Yeah.
I thought we filled two, and someone else had the other one. Because you guys wouldn't trust me with it.
This is true.
100%
I don't. Let me see. I don't think I have one in my. I don't have one in my inventory.
Okay, we only had one then.
Yeah.
What do you think? Left or right?
I can't remember which way we came up from.
We
From
came
the left.
in from the left top.
From top
Yeah.
left.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
all looking at the map from different directions.
I was gonna say. I'm like, what are you talking about?
You came in from
Can't.
this hallway.
Suppose I should probably dial in.
Oh,
on
the one
myself.
with the one with the arrow.
Yeah. That's the one that you guys came in through.
Okay.
Were there any other corridors in that hallway? Did
Only
we
the
see anything
left.
else? You going
That
left?
way?
All right, Becky's made a decision. We're going left.
We're going right. Crawl around in the dark, ass shooter.
Fine. You guys need some fucking help. I'm not gonna help. I'm not gonna help you. I'll help the priest.
This way. That's
Further,
fine.
she's not been mean to me at all.
Alright. Continue down
Lovar,
this
do you still
way.
have like a really weird limp?
Yeah. Sure that I do.
Oh wait. Is she handing out heals? Because I could use some heals.
That's what I'm asking. Is do you have a weird limp and need a little bit of healing?
I do have a weird limp, actually, yes. In to the tune of about 12 damage, I think.
Oh, geez, that's like a scratch. Come
It
on.
is like a scratch.
You could use a single. You could have used a single hit die during your short rest and been most of that healed.
Ah.
Forgot to do that. I was busy insulting the boys for being
Rock
pussies.
slabs. I see some fallen rock slabs ahead of me.
Can I bang my weapon for rocks?
If you really want, I guess. Does it state
They
that it
have
has to be?
strange
level?
writing on them. They say
Oh, this feels like a waste, Halvar.
photo bucket. What?
This feels like a waste.
Yeah,
There's
I wouldn't
19
do it.
for you.
Good lord.
That's my small one, too.
You didn't heal me? I needed more. Statistically, I needed more.
Okay, well,
It hurts.
Fuck all y'all.
All right, so Halavar. It looks like Halavar's your paladin is leading the way down the tunnels.
there you
Yep.
go. 19 to you, too.
Sweet.
Okay.
Thank
Becky?
you.
Becky,
Alright,
right?
so
Okay.
did the rock slabs. Man, I'm all stabby action right now.
That's right.
See that? Alright, so come down this way. Get about here, look both directions, see there's half the day.
Oh, it's rock slab.
So
That was goo.
as you begin to come around this corner, a goblin charges at you.
I'm gonna bitch slap him.
He's gonna attack
Goblin
you.
charge me.
He's gonna attack you first.
Alright.
And an 18.
Will miss
Will
like
miss.
punk he is.
So, all right. So since you're standing right there, I'm gonna go ahead and say that you're first in the initiative. It's one goblin, so hopefully this won't take 10 rounds again.
We can only hope.
We can only hope.
No, I'll help you guys out this time.
So I'm just gonna
I
say
remember
that
what happened last time.
just for the sake of time and ease, I'm just gonna say that your initiatives are the order that you're standing in the hallway.
Sweet.
So Halavar, you're up.
Alright. $23.
23 will definitely hit.
Do I have to like declare subdual damage?
Beforehand, yes.
Okay. In that case.
Because you're gonna have to. Well, I mean, like before you roll your damage.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna subdue him rather than slaughter him.
Okay, so you're basically just smacking him with the flat of your blade or the pommel of your sword.
Yep. I'm giving him a head pommel smack.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage. And it begins.
Jesus.
Time for the weaponry tickle. Does he feel awkward?
He's confused. He ran up and attacked you, and you tried to hug him.
It's okay.
Let's go for a second hug.
A 13
And
will,
a 13.
a 13 will miss.
Okay.
Good hug off, bro. Good hug off.
That's right.
All right, so Becky.
I am nothing if not consistent.
I'm gonna whack him with my sword because I haven't used my sword in a while.
So you're gonna move up and around.
Yep. Or I guess here. Weasel my way in.
Okay, that works. autosave.
Shit.
So that was.
Oh, it was gonna be that kind of day.
It's gonna be one of those days.
If you have more than one attack, you did only have to 5-foot shift. But I don't remember if Inquisitor gets a second attack at level 6 or... Okay, I didn't think so, but I wasn't completely sure, so... Figured I'd leave it to you. So then it is
guys,
Kylar.
Here,
Level 6, right?
Here come the fails, guys. Alright? I used up all my 20s on Monday.
Go fail train. Fail
God
train.
damn it, guys. I'm gonna use spring attack. And I'm gonna can I flank into here?
You can get into
get
tumbling by flanking. You don't even have to go that way. You can go...
Oh, because I can pass through Becky? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go beep-doo-boo-doo.
And then with
Stab stab.
And then with the skills that you have and your tumbling, you don't provoke in doing so.
Let's see if it hits.
Remember to add 2
But I only
for
get 1.
flanking. Correct.
What is it? Add 1 or 2?
2 bonus for flanking.
So 16?
Will miss.
What is this? What is this goblin?
Not a peon little bitch.
I am the Green Neo.
Green Neo has returned once again.
I didn't want to put Halvar to shame. I wanted to join him in this failure and make him feel better.
So, Celissa.
Kind of afraid to even pretend like it to attack with the rolls tonight. I'll move to here, and make sure he's not going to run past me.
Okay.
Trying to make sure he doesn't escape. Full defensive, of course.
Alrighty. Okay, so then it's back to the goblin's turn. And
He's gonna one-shot me.
will attack guy that tried to hug him. So that will miss. And that will be a 21.
21 will, I think, hit. Sure. Let me just double check that. Yes. Hit.
Okay. So that will be 4 damage.
Ungrateful.
So let's I forget what race did you go for your character? Is she human or elf? Or other?
I think she can't hear us.
I will check her character sheet. Has it on the second page. She is a human. Okay.
Okay, I've recorded damage.
Okay. And then it will be your turn.
Same thing.
Let me get back to the action. There we go.
By same thing, I do mean absolutely an awkward hug.
Okay. Well, the first one is a miss. You're still feeling that loving embrace kind of mood, and you can't bring yourself to do it though.
Okay, and got an 18 on that one.
An 18. You manage to lovingly caress his face, but you brush his face with your fingers, but you don't connect with the pommel of your sword.
Okay.
Becky.
Well, clearly inspired. Who's he facing? He's facing that Halvar, right?
He's currently facing Halvar, yes.
I'm gonna get a fucking pistol and swing my sword right in the back of his head. Hopefully I don't miss and hit Halvar. That
Here
is
it
my
comes.
intended goal.
Here
we
it
go. Here it
comes.
Let's start this night out right.
All right.
And this is why I wear a freaking bucket on my head.
So, my intended goal, back of the head, swinging towards Halvar. I am not good. I am not well versed with the sword. Okay. 18. Oh, with my 19 if you count my justice. The aura thing, which is +1.
Did you declare that you were activating that before you
It was
attacked?
still declared from the previous encounter.
I don't think that it was.
Sounds awful weak.
I don't believe
Okay.
that it was. And so it misses.
Swing it right in front of your face,
So
Halvar.
Yeah, so it stops like he swings at this goblin. The goblin's kind of paying attention to him though, so it comes like right at the back of the goblin's head, swiped from Becky's right, and correct she is about not being in practice with her sword. As it comes and the goblin just kind of ducks his head, it goes right over, and Becky's able to deflect her angle of her sword right before it hits your helmet. Kylar.
Did not hit you this time.
Didn't hit you. This is accurate. And Kylar doesn't have to move, which means he gets all of his attacks.
That's a good thing, because I'm not kidding. You hit me again, I'm going to nope out. I'm going to turn around and walk out of combat.
20, because a 20 hit.
A 20
what
will.
a
Yep.
pussy.
20 will hit. And you get your sneak attack.
15 damage.
Nice.
20, so 25 will hit, I assume.
Yep.
And 25 damage.
Okay. Describe it. Make it bloody. Make it awesome. You overkilled this guy by 19 damage.
So
Genius.
as soon as I see Becky take the swing with her sword and miss terribly, and Halvar just kind of squints as he prepares for the blow to come towards him, I kind of take advantage of that and smile at Halvar lovingly and stick both daggers straight into the goblin's ass and suplex him over me.
Nice.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
Damn it!
Oh,
He's gonna fall on top of me.
It's so good.
What's my strength? What's my strength? Okay, it's 2. All right, ready for the 20. Ready? There it is.
Nice. 22. So yeah, you pull it off flawlessly. Your short swords just go into his backside. You lift him up over your head. You look over at Becky and you wink, and then just fully up and over your head, suplex him backwards. His bloody body slams into the wall behind you, and the additional pressure as you're sliding him downwards, your swords just continue straight through and cleave him in 3. So
Oh well, that was fun.
the goblin is,
You guys done?
dead on the ground behind you in a bloody, messy pile.
I'm gonna turn around and pat him down. Well, may as well find out what he had on him. Poor little guy looking.
He's got a
split in
short
2.
sword, a dagger, some studded leather armor that is small sized, and then he's got 11 gold.
Nothing fancy on any of that
Nope,
that we can tell.
not that you can tell.
Got it.
Alright. Well, that was horrifying.
And you're welcome.
Back down the hall we go. Stab. Stab.
All right, so you get to this part and it is a little tight. So you actually do have to squeeze to get through this. Like turn
Gonna
yourselves
kinda
sideways or shuffle
suck it
yourselves
in.
through.
And continue on down here to the exit.
Okay. And then magic
crap.
warp zones. Place yourselves in the same spot on the other side of the table.
Same spot on the other side of the table. Okay.
As we map
God.
change.
And yeah.
Okay.
Who the hell has 61 health? Is that
That's
Celica.
probably the healer.
Yep.
what is this? What is this
I had to
garbage?
guess.
What is
Battle priest. Battle priest.
this? Why is my damn health?
So for each of your... What the fuck is this bag?
So I have the most AC, the archer, and the priest has the most health. Rise of the supports.
So, what the fuck is this bag?
Fuck you,
Hold on.
Jeff Kaplan.
Oh, okay, that's what that
Mess
is.
with Jeff and prepare for death.
So we'll leave that there. So yeah, you guys, that opens up to where you're at currently. But yeah, so at your levels, when you guys level up and you get the additional bonus for your having your favored class being what you're taking your level in, so you can pick a skill point or a hit point. She put all of her bonus bonus points into hit points, and also took some other stuff, and that's why her hit points are so high.
My goal was to not heal myself.
Never.
Ever. Pretty much. What do I got here? Need that guy soon. Need that
Healing yourself is
soon.
a sin. I'm just gonna put you in danger now.
So,
Try to kite them over to you.
so you guys,
I took spells to specifically make sure I don't get in danger too.
yeah. So you guys are heading down you guys go into that hallway, and it's a windy path. You're traveling down it for about 20 minutes before you get to this area that you're about to come into.
Anybody else still loading?
I'm at
Nope.
loading 96% still.
Okay.
I had like a timeout message hit my screen, so I wasn't sure if I locked up or if I'm still loading. Said model error, timeout was reached.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see everybody moving around, but my loading is not loading. It should definitely be done by now.
So
Is there a refresh?
You're
button?
stuck on your maps.
Well, yeah.
Okay, let me
Is
just
there a refresh command?
of the sorts.
There we go.
Just me taking it back to another map and then reloading it again. So let me know when that's loaded for you completely.
Okay.
Was that an okay of it's done, or?
No, I'll let you
Okay.
know.
Because I'm not building this one, so you won't see the walls and stuff generate. So it's just whenever the map is fully on the table. Sounds like your tabletop simulator might be tripping out a little bit.
Maybe. Hold on. Just do this. Be quicker.
So since he's doing that, I'll bring us back to this map, and that way he can just load into the map.
Interesting.
Failed to connect, Nat punch through failed.
Yeah. The hell is that?
I don't know. That's weird. That's what that
So,
is.
Besides putting all her health, like her hit die into like what is Solasar like who is she like to the group? Is she just like one of our cop buddies?
No,
She's
she's nothing.
the high priestess of my order.
Yeah, you guys literally
Like,
found.
I know exactly who she is.
She's your
She's a
Like,
high. She's a high priestess.
A high priestess.
Yeah, she's not the end all be all high priestess. She's basically just she's from the main temple. She is a high priestess of Paylor from the head temple in the capital city.
What is my god? Forgot.
So is the map loaded for everybody else?
I see
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Okay.
I've still got 98%. However, I think I can still interact with it, so
Okay.
I'm not too worried.
Okay.
And I'm so close. So close.
I set you to player white to save some time.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are traveling for about 20 minutes before you get to this point. I think that's what I said. And if you guys all want, you can make perception checks at this point.
Woohoo!
So much as in real life, Halavar is oblivious.
Mhm.
Look at that. I see
That's
all
how
the
you
things.
remember-
Everyone
That's
else,
married.
however, hears people up ahead breathing.
Hey, Halavar.
What?
I can hear that. I can hear them breathing.
You're
I
what?
sense-
Where am I at?
Hey, well, smack you on the
Who
back
are
of the
you?
head.
Are we in a cave system? What? The sky
I
is
knew
so
that,
blue
I knew
right
that
now.
bucket was too hard on you.
Adam, quick question. How long have we been like fighting? For like how many days?
So you guys got to the cave system like 3 days ago at this point.
Shit,
Two and
I
a,
lost
two,
my age.
2.5 days ago.
I
Hold on
gotta
one
fast
second.
before combat. Shit. I haven't.
I'm gonna
eaten
go
for
turn
days.
off all the freaking TVs that are apparently streaming at my house. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna say at this point, Becky's just really hungry.
Probably. I mean, you guys have found rations, and then there was the soup as well.
Yeah, didn't we eat the stew last week?
Yeah, you guys had some of the. I think pretty much everybody had some of the stew that the gnolls were cooking because
yeah.
it was actually a rabbit stew, so that
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 was
actually
a cock
tasted
meat stew.
that tasted perfectly fine. So you guys were actually willing to eat it. Nothing smelled wrong with it. It wasn't poisoned. I know Tim for sure ate some. So
Oh yeah, so we did eat the stew.
yes,
This explains my bad rolls. Why I can't kill anything. I'm not fasting.
that's right. So yeah, so Halavar.
You guys.
Sorry, Kylar, Becky, and Celissa, you guys hear just as you guys are moving slowly through these cave tunnels, you pick up on the sounds of just general movement echoing down the tunnel walls. You guys haven't been being extremely quiet yourselves, but you've been, treading lightly as it were. But yes, you hear the sounds of movement up ahead, the sharp sound of claws clacking against stone, the stone flooring of the cave system, and so you definitely are sure that there are people or beings of some sort ahead of you, but that's all you're really able to garner about that.
I'm gonna say that Kylar, I really don't want to fight them. I'm not in the mood right now. We should spare their lives.
Yeah, it's not part of my game, you know. Gotta loot and plunder. That's what I'm here for.
Becky's apparently
Right,
having
Halavar?
that time.
Smack him on the butt.
My stomach's full right now. I'm happy. I see no need for senseless violence.
Yes, you do.
That's okay. You could just support. You could pretend you didn't shoot.
I mean, I'm nothing against them.
Okay.
I'm full.
Except
full.
that
Becky,
you know
Becky's
they're
no longer hangry.
except that you know that they're evil and that they've been attacking you.
Are they chaotic though?
Most of them, yes.
So some of them aren't chaotic.
This is correct. Some of them are lawful evil.
I want to arrest the lawful evil ones. I want to like protect those ones.
Yeah, no, we will totally arrest the lawful evil dudes.
You'll 100% tie them up and not murder them, I promise.
Okay, meta. I'm probably gonna grapple that last one, and if you want to melt a driver him, that's how we should do it. That's how we'll kill him.
Hold on, wait for it. Hold on, wait. That was a terrible bluff check. Yeah, no, we'll do that. We'll pile drive the shit out of him.
Damn it. Okay, I know it. Oh. I detect one not evil. I will arrest him or her. I do not judge.
So your compatriots, I presume, tell you, Halvar, that there is movement up ahead, and that they detected the sound of claws or something sharp and bone-like sounding, clacking against the stone floors of the cave system.
Okay.
So, Halvar, here's what I need you to do, buddy. I can hear them breathing. I can hear how many there are. Charge in.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
Slap him with my sword.
Leroy Jenkins.
You did say
Did you fly off the screen?
you did say you were going to do it.
If he takes off, I'm running behind.
And here we go.
Oh my.
Oh, so yeah. So he does run up ahead.
I'm gonna look over the priestess and say, "Men."
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So you get to hear, and about the time that you get to hear from your running and the sound of your heavy metal boots slamming against the ground, as you approach, a warg that looks heavily armed runs out to greet you and stops immediately.
Not these
Sweet.
bastards.
Does that mean I'm in mid-charge and I can actually attack him because he got in my way?
No, because you weren't taking the charge action, you were just running forward.
I said I was charging.
But you have to have a target.
That was specifically said.
You have to have a
Raise
target
your
to
hand,
charge.
that counts. Everyone,
I
raise
did
your
have
hand.
a target. It was in the dark until I got there and my light showed me there was a warg in front of me.
Sure, why not?
Alrighty then. Wait a second, let me save that view. Okay. And it's odd, my screen still says I'm loading at 98%, but I don't believe it.
But everything is
So I can
loaded.
interact with everything. Yeah.
Weird.
Just something that's
Alright,
not loading
let's
for you.
see.
Some asset.
That will miss.
Low.
Charge! Aw, puppy!
I think he just falls.
Can I at least throw sparks as I skid across the
sorry, I looked at the total. I didn't notice that it was a
No.
1.
Why did you say stuff? Damn it.
So yeah, you're running
This is
forward.
funnier this way.
You're running forward. You're taking your line here, and as you get to here, your light casts forward as the warg jumps out in front to try to meet you, and yeah, you totally you try to put on the brakes out of surprise, and then you decide that you're gonna fuck it. I'm going through it. I'm just gonna take the opportunity. So you kind of do a half stutter, and to try to regain your charge. And unfortunately, it does cause you to just kind of fall prone and slide forward, stopping with your head immediately below the, right at the warg's face level as you kind of are looking up at it. And he's just as he snorts, if you were wearing glasses, it would just fog up your glasses kind of thing, as he just almost laughs at you.
Beautiful.
And yeah, sparks do fly from your armor grinding against the floor, against the stone. And with
Just
that,
kind of laying there on my back. I'm like,
Hey.
with that,
How you
everybody
doing?
roll initiative.
Don't worry, Halvar, I got you.
I appreciate that.
Where the
All
crap
right,
is my-
initiative.
Nope. Crit failed. Crit failed my initiative.
Fuck yeah, 27. I'm gonna
Alright,
hug the shit out of someone.
We're getting that roll out of the way. Don't worry about it.
Wasted your roll on the goblin.
I know.
We're not fucking around again this time.
That's right. He saw where it was heading. He had to head off that 10 rounds of combat.
So
we were playing tickle fight with a goblin.
So we've got 10, 6, 27, and 16. So it is definitely going to be... Let's just start a new list up here. Becky. And then my list keeps going away. So Becky, Halavar... Or no, Becky... my list keeps jumping. Becky, Halavar, Salissa, Kylar. Wow, Kylar's going last. Well. Kylar. They actually all rolled lower than all of you.
That's really sad.
Yes.
Crazy.
So, so Becky, it is your turn.
Okay, so in Hangouts, I never got an answer. If I put that sticky shit all over me, where I get the same bonuses as the adhesive, like modifier.
Okay, where did you post the adhesive thing? In Google Chat?
In Hangouts.
Look at it real fast. Make a determination.
I mean, if the downside is like I'll catch on fire, I'll accept that risk.
You won't just catch on fire.
You'll probably explode.
You will. Well, no, because he's talking about the sticky one. Look in the hands. Sticky. No, it is not that viscous.
Darn.
No, it would stick to you, but it's not going to grant you any. It wouldn't grant you anything along these lines.
Probably not gonna die from that then. Okay, do I see do I detect any non-chaotic ones?
No, not at this point.
God
You
damn
do
it.
see from the light of Halavar's light spell that's on his sword that there is a warg in front of him immediately.
Do I detect like any chaos to his wings at all?
You detect the sound of warg-like chuckling
Yeah.
directly in
From your current location, you are able to detect the warg and the gnoll on this side, on your right.
So, okay, so I'm just gonna do a regular rapid shot. I only got 3 of these of my banes left. Okay. So I'm gonna do my justice thing that gives me the +1 to my attack roll.
Okay.
Okay. 13?
No, why am I not seeing your roll on my screen?
Oh, I'll
You
roll
meant
again.
23.
I can roll. If that didn't come on your end, I can totally roll again.
I think you. I'm in the
Also,
DM's.
my intended goal is to shoot through Halavar's legs and into the paw of the warg.
Oh, there it is.
Kind of like pin him down. Pin his
Halavar's
paw down to the dirt.
Halavar's on the ground. So if you
Oh,
shoot,
he is.
if you
Fuck.
shoot between his legs, you're going to be shooting him in the scrotum.
Oh, here we go.
But your 13 misses anyway, and goes wild over the warg.
One more. And my intended goal is to shoot the paw and pin to the ground.
That arrow, by the way, hits the wall behind the warg off to the side and breaks in half.
Well, fuck. 11.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here it is.
All right.
Of course.
So, Becky, roll a d3. Just roll a d6, and then I'll divide it.
2?
Or so. Kylar, high or low?
Oh Jesus. Hi.
Okay. So you hear, or you see the first arrow fly by you, and it goes wild and hits a rock, and just the shaft shatters. And then you hear Becky behind you. You know that she's drawing another arrow. You hear the tightening of the string and the creaking of the wood in the bow, and you're confident. You've seen her performance in the last battle just kind of peak. You know she's on point with her game. So you hear it wing back. And right as you hear the fingers slipping from the coil of the bow, you hear a fuck. And just at that, from your past experience, just reactionary, if nothing else, you just duck as the arrow flies right over your head.
God damn it, Becky.
I'm sorry, I ate the stew. I was hungry, okay? I'm not as effective when I'm not fasting.
So,
Now you're all
Halavar,
fat and happy, can't shoot your damn arrows.
I don't want to fight these people to begin with. You're the ones that want to fight them.
It's almost like I'm watching myself roll these dice.
Halavar, it's your turn, speaking
I want
of.
to be friends, okay? I am full and happy.
I am going to get up.
Okay, that will provoke 2 attacks of opportunity.
Oh, it's okay.
So, the warg crits you.
Jesus, we're all dead.
Guys, I checked my inventory. I do have a flask of fire. Is that what the explosive flask was called? I'm just saying we can blow up.
Don't-
Is it
Remember.
flash fire? Yes.
Oh, fuck, I need to check.
You may have just written down fire, but yeah, it was called flash fire.
Yeah.
So Halavar takes, what is that? 19 damage,
Oh, good.
and then the gnoll that's standing there is going to make an attack against you as well. And the gnoll will hit an AC of yes. Will deal damage on the order of... Jesus Christ, they're not happy with you right now. It's being prone, that's the problem. 12 damage.
Okay.
But hey, you're standing up.
I am, in fact.
Touch yourself.
Oh, absolutely. In all the inappropriate ways. Alright. So I'm standing up.
You're standing up.
Is that
I'm gonna say
Is that a
you
full action?
it's your entire move action.
Okay. So I can still touch myself inappropriately.
Well, yeah, that's a swift action, so.
Okay.
Do it, touch it. Touch it out.
Touch it. Let's see here. 19. $17.
Sweet.
Touched it real nice.
Nice. Touching yourself in public apparently does you wonders.
There we go. Alright.
Yeah, there's a very angry warg in front of you and a displeased gnoll to your right.
Okay. I am going to smite against the warg.
Okay, and that just gives you bonuses, right?
Yup.
Okay.
And that's me.
You can still take an attack. You do use your full move, and then the healing yourself was a swift, so you can still attack.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. 8, 15?
Nope.
Okay.
So yeah, basically just to kind of reiterate, you have minor action, or you have swift action, immediate action, minor action, move action, attack action that you can do on your turn. And those can all be downgraded to any step below themselves. So attack can be moved down to move down to minor down to whatever. You can use your attack action as a minor action if you want to, but you get one of each of those things in a round unless you move something higher down to be one of those things.
Okay.
So then Celissa.
I'll cast Blessing, which gives a +1 on all attacks and all saves for all of our team, because they apparently need the +1 on the attacks.
Okay.
We're so bad.
All right, so just everybody remember that. You've got +1 on your rolls. Is that all Celissa is doing currently?
Becky, are you still shooting over my shoulder?
Yeah, you might want to move.
Like I would hug the wall.
Are you planning on still shooting? Like,
Probably.
That's what Becky does.
Yeah. I shoot shit. I'm probably like, full
What's-
stomach, not as effective.
What's
Not
funny?
as effective.
What's funny is that the last combat was by far Becky's most productive fight, and Celissa wasn't there to see it. So by Celissa's reckoning so far, the party is more of a detriment to itself most of the time than the enemies.
which is why I cast the Blessing.
From her observations. So
I'm just saying, was she there when I
man,
we
I
were
don't
outside
remember.
and we were attacked and I killed half the things?
no, that was before
Oh,
you
no.
saved her.
Oh darn!
So you're
It's
not.
not
okay.
where I want to be.
I was
but
in my own. I was in my own little battle. Well,
I would say her opinion of us is like borderline our boss at the moment.
Maybe.
So-
Maybe. So Kylar, it is your turn then.
oh my god!
I'm gonna spring attack into flanking on this dude.
Okay. And you were here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you have your full movement with your tumble, so that's not interfered. And since you're tumbling and it's high enough that you don't need to roll, this guy does not get an attack of opportunity. So go ahead and do your attack, and then if you want, you still have 1 movement left, or 2 movement left after that.
A 24
24 will hit.
for 33 damage.
It's good when the rogue gets his sneak attacks in.
Yes, it is.
Yes, okay. And you did how much? 33?
Yeah.
Okay. And then are you going to be doing any moves, or are you going to stay in flanking for Halavar?
I'm gonna. Nope. Peace out. I can move 2 squares, right?
Yeah, you've only got 2 movement.
Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna.
So just to remind you of your benefits, I know that your thing is kind of getting in and out of combat so that you don't die. Which this is, you recognize, because this warg is wearing armor, so you recognize that it's probably one of the more dangerous ones.
Yep.
But you also know that if you stay in flanking, you'll get both of your attacks next round.
If I live.
If you live. Which you know that you probably just pissed it off, so you're not entirely sure if that's going to happen.
You know what? I am gonna go next to Halavar.
Okay.
I'm gonna be closer to our priestess.
It's a good decision.
Alright, so then that makes it the warg's turn. It is displeased with you.
Damn it!
So
I'm gonna die.
it is going to make an attack against you. Hope that I roll low, because these guys are badasses. Does a 25 hit your AC?
Ooh, I don't know. Let's see. I got. What was the plus for? It was just +1, right?
That's on your rolls.
So
though.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the AC as well. So yeah, I'm at 20.
Attack and saves.
Yeah, I'm at 20.
Okay.
21 is my AC.
Okay. So
Crit fail.
it doesn't. It already attacked you.
Doesn't matter.
It only damages you for 8. All things
That's a
considered.
third. That's like a third of my health.
And then the second attack actually does miss you as it swipes at you.
Yeah.
And then it will be the Gnoll's turn. One Gnoll is standing right next to Halavar, so it's going to attack him. And that will miss. Second attack. That will on the table. Hit but not crit, luckily for you. For a whopping 6 damage. This other Gnoll will shift forward, kind of. You just saw this Gnoll as you were retreating back to stand next to Halavar. You didn't see it when you were coming towards the warg, but on your way back you kind of saw it standing there.
Okay.
So he will make an attack against you, and he will miss. Second attack will also miss. Luckily for you.
I think we just lost Celeste.
I'm still here. My
Oh,
camera
okay.
shut down, but I'm still here.
Okay. Okay.
I'm getting camera back on.
Okay. So it is Becky's turn.
All right.
And with this other warg moving up into position, it puts it at an angle where you can detect that it is there from your position. It puts it inside of its cone without a whole lot in between you.
How's the warg in front of me? The one in front of Halvar?
You can't see it. You just know that it's chaos. You can just feel it. It's got those fences in front of them.
No, I mean, I tell how it's looking like health wise.
No, that's what I'm saying. You can't actually see them.
I know it's there.
You know it's there because you can detect the chaos, but you can't actually see them because of these fences that they have set up as a choke point entrance.
All right, I'm gonna 5 shift forward just because I don't back down from a fight.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and shoot just with my double shot through Halvar's legs, pin the warg's foot to the ground. That is the intended goal.
So you're doing a called shot to the warg's paw.
Yeah.
Looks like someone found a place to kick
Goal.
up their feet.
Okay.
16.
That will definitely miss. And that will surprisingly also miss.
God damn! I thought I was so close there.
Dungeon Viper, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Ironwood Tavern. Hope you're having a great Friday night. Thank you again for that follow. How you doing? Where are you tuning in from? Solissa. It's your turn. The rogue in the party is not looking very happy.
Help me! Help me,
He's
Charles!
looking like he's been roughed up quite a bit. You saw the warg take a pretty decent chunk out of him. He thought he was going to make it back to safety, but at the last second the warg snapped out with his jaws and literally took a decent chunk out of his leg.
Wait, who? Kyler?
Yeah,
Or Halavar?
Kyler.
I thought it was Kyler. I was like, hold on a minute. Now
Did
I'm
I say
confused.
Halavar?
No, you said Kylar. Halavar was lunch meat too, but unfortunately
Yeah.
for
Touched himself.
Kylar, he doesn't have his ability to touch himself.
Damn it!
This is true.
Not again.
Not like this.
Kylar rewards my touching with hit points
So wrong.
and endorphins.
Deciding which heal you want to give to the rogue.
Yeah.
Your small one.
Looks like
I don't
someone
have a
found
lot of
place
health.
to kick up their feet.
You get 3 health.
Well, if I use...
Grim Insomnia, welcome to Ironwood Tavern. Hope you're having a great night. Thank you very much for that follow.
Wow, I rolled crappy.
That is
Sorry.
damn
What are you
good
talking
thing
about?
you have a high modifier.
Yeah.
That's still tasting the full health.
Yeah. Yep.
You rolled higher on your
I
D4 than you did on your D8.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
It's sad that a crit fail heal can still heal me to full.
I know your role.
So, alright, so then that's going to be Salissa's turn.
Yes.
So it is Kylar's turn. Kylar, you've just been seriously injured, but healed back up to full.
I'm gonna 5-foot shift to the side of this dude
Okay. You
to
won't
try
be,
to get 2 attacks in.
You won't get your sneak attack damage.
What?
'Cause
Am I not?
You're
totally
not.
in flanking?
You're not in flanking with anybody. You have to be directly across for flanking.
Oh, so it's not like okay. I was thinking 5e when we were playing it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna spring attack onto his ass and see if I can connect. Let's see. That'll yeah.
That
that's gonna
definitely
hit.
hits.
No, 15 damage.
Aw, 15 damage. Okay, I mean he's not looking happy. That's for sure. Because the first time around, you definitely did a lot of damage to him. So he's definitely feeling it. He's just not. He's not done quite yet. And then you still have. You only took 2 movement to get there. So you still have 5 movement left. You're like, fuck this.
I'm gonna go camp out behind this.
Okay. And you find the rest of the wargs.
Yo! Are you serious?
I brought friends.
No.
Are you serious?
Um,
God.
Alright, so that will move you to there, and it is the warg's turn. Sadly for you, Halavar, you are the only one in front of the warg. So he will make a full attack against you. First attack will be a 21 AC.
Miss.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
I thought your AC was 21.
Yeah, he's being
He's
spit.
smited, that's right.
Smitten.
Oh.
Oh.
Sure,
Second,
right.
second attack will be a 29. I'm pretty sure that one hits.
Yep, that one makes it through.
For 7 damage. And then he will take one final attack at you. Which is going to miss as it's only a 17. The warg on your right will swing at you as well. He will be swinging at you for... Yes, that one will hit. That is that one. For 8 damage. And then he will attack you with his dagger as well. That one will miss you. This one will shift in, and he's going to take both attacks at you as well.
Okay.
Easy way. And the longsword once again hits, but the dagger misses. So another 8 damage.
No.
Uh,
Save the paladin.
And Becky, it's back to your turn. You feel like getting in this fight?
Well, is the guy in front of me, in front of Salisa, his back is behind me. He's facing me, right?
His back is there, yes, but that doesn't give any bonus because he knows that there's enemies there, so he's not flat. He's not
but
flat-footed
if my
to you.
intention, okay, so I want to grapple one of them, but I also have I have a smoke stick. If I throw a smoke stick in there, will that help in any way at all?
It would actually give them... It would give everybody within the range of the smoke stick, like within its radius, it would grant partial cover to all of them. Because they would all be obscured. So it would actually hinder your ability to grapple him.
And shoot
okay.
at them.
Well,
Because it'd probably grant them concealment.
Yeah. Concealment, not cover, correct. Yeah, I spoke the incorrect word, but yes, it would give them partial concealment.
how is the? Can I tell how the one in front of Halavar is doing? Is he
The
looking
warg,
pretty beat up yet?
it's not looking very
Probably.
happy. There's
Slightly better than Halavar himself. So.
there's a decent puddle of blood at its feet, and it seems to be favoring its back right leg, but it's not looking like it's ready to go down by any means. It looks displeased with its current situation, but not near dead.
I really want to try and suplex the one behind me, like, or roll him, do a schoolboy. I can't move up to him and try to grapple him in one turn, can I?
Yeah, I mean, you can move, and the grapple is a part of a standard, like it would be an attack. You're going to roll your CMB instead of your attack bonus, though.
Okay, I'm gonna try and grapple the guy in front of Solis.
Okay. The only problem with that is that you temporarily would have to occupy the same square as Celissa, and at the end of your turn, you can't be occupying that square. So if if your grapple fails, yeah, I mean that's the only part that would make it difficult is you can't end your turn sharing a space with a party member. You can temporarily occupy the same space, but you can't share it at the end of your turn. You could move directly behind Halavar and try to grapple him from that square. So in essence, you would be here, trying to grapple the knoll.
Okay, but I can still grapple from here.
But you can still make a grapple attempt, yes. So you just roll your CMB.
All right. I thought it was more complicated than that. Oh, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna accept this. 1 second.
It does get an attack of opportunity against you for initiating a grapple, though, just so that you're aware.
Yep, I know that. I am aware.
Okay,
But
so
it's gonna be plus 1 and the plus from the spell from the bless, correct? Or
well, let's resolve his attack of opportunity first, because if he hits you, that stops the grapple.
Okay.
And that is
23. 23.
No. He crits you actually.
Oh, god damn it! God damn it! Fuck, we suck.
23 damage.
I don't know. I've been going to town. I don't know what you're talking about.
So yeah, he turns at the last second and just kind of sticks the sword out as you're running up at him, and it just drives straight into your shoulder for 23 damage.
I am not good. I'm not hangry. I do not have my killer spirit.
And that will interrupt your grapple attempt, so that actually ends your action. Halavar, you hear footsteps running up behind you, followed very quickly by Becky screaming out in pain. As a blade digs into her bow drawing shoulder.
So I totally don't see that, and I just assume she shoots herself in the tit.
Yeah, probably. So, but it is your turn.
I'm going
Not helping
to
you.
heal myself. Holy God. It's the lowest I've ever been on hit points.
What are you down to?
Ditto.
Hey, back up 17. That's not terrible.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, these guys do 4 times more damage than I do in a round. So.
And just remember,
Trying,
You
man.
should have just attacked and let me heal you. I'm right after you.
I'm still at a third of my hit points, so you'll have plenty of work to do, hon. I will attack the furry one.
He can still make a full attack because that for him that's a swift action. If he does it on somebody else, it's a normal, but for him it's a swift action, so it doesn't eat up any of his attack ability.
He just touches himself real quick.
That will
And he's
miss.
You don't say.
And that.
All right,
is the exact same.
I'm calling shenanigans.
That
I'm
is
calling
the exact same
shenanigans.
number. I thought you
That
were
is
gonna.
a glitch of the program.
I thought you were switching over to using the actual dice.
I'm telling you, Adam is fucking with our rolls. I know for a fact he is.
There is no means by which I can affect your rolls.
Bullshit, but
No,
I'm too lazy to
I'm not
research it.
saying you're affecting my rolls. I'm saying that is statistically stupid for that to happen this many times in a session.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I
I
know
thought you were. I thought you were moving over to using the actual dice. I'll let you re-roll
Because
the
it's such
second
a
one on
pain
your
in the
dice.
ass to grab all these dice, but okay.
We'll just roll the d20.
I'm trying. There we go.
Watch, it's gonna be a 4.
Let's see here. 10 plus. Let's see here.
10 plus 8, so
10
18
plus
plus
9,
Bane.
19. So it's 19 because of the blessing, plus another 4, so 23.
That will hit.
Damage.
2.
2. 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. And then that's you only get the 2 attacks, right?
No, I get like 17 attacks.
All right, and Celissa, it is your turn.
You said you're at a third of your health right now, Halavar.
Yeah, your paladin's looking pretty
closer
fucked up.
Closer to half. All that blood that's under the null, yeah, it ain't all his.
His you see Halavar's metallic foot encasing boots, and there's like blood pooling at the top of the boots, just kind of barely sloshing over as he moves around.
Gonna need to change the socks.
Yeah. Believe me, I'm going to be visiting my little armor stand of cleanliness here. Oh, wow. Assuming I live.
Becky got pretty good sick this round too, though.
Yes,
Right?
you did.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry, Becky. Halavar's
I
in.
understand. I brought this up upon myself.
There you go, Halavar, 18. I am casting in combat though, so I do think I get an attack of opportunity against me.
It's a. How is that worded? As a melee touch?
Um,
Because it's the touch spell, right? You're just reaching out to touch him.
it is a touch spell. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't really. What's the does it have any sort of It's just verbal though, right?
Can't I find it?
Which spell did you use?
Cure moderate.
Or moderate. Pretty sure that's just verbal, and since it's just a touch, like a touch attack, I'm pretty
It's
sure that it does not.
verbal semantics. I got
Yeah,
it.
because the semantics is the
It's
actual
verbal
touch.
semantics.
The touching is the
Yeah.
semantic component, so it's just like you're doing an attack in combat. You're not casting a complicated spell, so that one I'm going to say does not provoke. Like if you were casting Fireball, something that requires specific concentration, then that would be different. But
Gotcha.
yeah, that counts as an attack technically, and the attack spells don't provoke. So that is
Okay.
fine. And then are you going to stay standing there, or are you going to move away?
I will 5-foot adjust.
Okay. And Kylar.
Okay, so I'm gonna do spring again. So 1, 2, 3. Does this put me in flanking when I'm
Yep.
adjacent over here?
Yep,
I have to
directly
be
across.
directly behind still. Okay,
Yep.
so that's 4. Roll on this dude. All right, I'm rolling for you, Halvar.
Get it.
Go for it.
17, 18, plus 2 for flanking, 21. Does that
Ooh.
hit?
+1 for blessing.
Oh,
Well,
22.
Ooh.
Right? No.
So it's 17 plus the 1 for blessing is 18, plus the 2 for flanking is 20. And 20 hits.
Nice.
20
Bastard.
is 20 is the AC.
29 damage.
Okay, so that puts it down to... Alright. It lets out a very loud yelp. It is like that drove home. It turns and like its head like snaps back to look at you. You will die. But it's not.
That's fancy.
It hasn't gone down yet. But it
So
does
I'm gonna
look.
do,
It looks extremely hurt at this point, though.
I'm going to... you know what? I'm going to... Where is it gonna... I'm going to stay here. Stay in flanking with Halvar.
All right, being a brave man. All right. It's the warg's turn.
Yep.
Unconcerned with Halavar, as Halavar's not done jack shit to it, pretty much. It turns around to face you. It just kind of flips around, and it's gonna attack you with all 3 of its attacks.
Ooh, that's bad.
So a 24.
That'll hit.
And it's using its... This attack is less damage, though, so it's actually better for you. So 5. That one will be a 19 AC.
That one will miss.
And a 22 AC.
That'll hit.
And that one will be for 7.
Okay.
It will attempt with its last attack to grab onto you and pull you to the ground as prone. So this is against your CMD. This is against your CMD. So versus your CMD, that is only a 12, which I'm pretty sure does not hit
It
your
says
CMD.
21. No?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Am I reading something else?
No, that's probably correct. Your CMD
Okay.
is.
He rolled a 12. Okay.
Yeah, he rolled a 12 versus your 21 CMD, so he does not successfully trip you in the process. The wargs, they are both adjacent and flanking to Halavar, so they're not going to move from that spot. So they're both just going to take all of their attacks on Halavar and see if they can't bring down this big metal tank in front of them. So the one to your right, Halavar, that will be a... $21. I'll just go ahead and see if his second attack hits as well, just to make it easier. That one will not. The one on the other side will miss you with his dagger. He will potentially crit you, but not. So 1 sword and 1 dagger. So 10, 14, 18 damage. And then
Okay.
it will be Becky's turn. So your shoulder's pretty jacked up. You're not completely sure if you're going to be able to draw your bow straight.
But can I still try and pile drive him?
You can attempt it again if you want. He's going to get another attack of opportunity against you if you do it.
You could kill yourself running at him.
Look, all I'm saying, I will risk myself. I want to do what I proposed earlier.
I think the rogue partner that you're hoping to do this with is currently engaged very heavily in combat with a warg.
I'm just saying.
You can do whatever you want. If you want to try to grapple him, try to grapple him. I'm just saying, you know, your compatriot that you're wanting to partake in this with you may not be able to even attempt to do so at this point.
Okay, if I try and like suplex him to do damage, or like if I describe a really fancy move, I do really well. Maybe can I do damage?
If we can try to do it. If you're going to try to do some wrestling moves on him, we're going to see what happens. But you have to successfully grapple him first. So if that's what you're doing, he's going to get an attack of opportunity.
Fuck it, I'm banging my goddamn weapon. I'm gonna point to Halvar, so to Kailar. Like this one, I'm gonna grapple him. We save him for last. I'm gonna bang my weapon and do my rapid shot for.
From where you're
God, this is like
on the
right
warg?
in front of me.
From where you're standing.
Yeah.
So you're gonna shoot while you're standing in melee.
Oh shit! Fuck.
You can 5-foot
I'm
shift
a
back
5
diagonal.
Go by diagonal.
Just making sure you're aware.
All right, let's fucking do this shit.
All right, so you're banning it for the warg. All right,
Yep.
that will definitely hit.
15.
All right, so you take the sword, like you step backwards, just drawing the as the sword gets yanked out of your shoulder and gets directed at Halvar. You step backwards, kind of feeling your arm to make sure that you can even utilize it properly. Draw back your bow while you're in the process, figuring you've got enough strength to do so. You reel back. You're like, all right, this shit's getting old. Bring it back. Kind of give a sharp whistle to give Halvar a heads up that an arrow's coming right behind him. Right as you let out that whistle, you unknock your bow. The arrow flies forward. Halvar, taking your cue, steps just to the side, lifting his arm out of the way just at the right moment, and the bolt or your arrow flies right into the hindquarters of the warg. Kailar, the warg stares at you for like a split second as the arrow hits home, and it like growls up at you like it's about to snap and try to bite off your face, and then the light just kind of goes out of its eyes and it slumps down to the ground.
As I pat its head. That's a good boy.
So that was your first shot. You're still baned for warg.
I can.
But you could still shoot.
Swift. I can switch as a swift action, I think.
But you only get one swift action a turn, and you baned it at the beginning of the turn. And you use your move as a 5-foot shift already, so you can't downgrade a move to a swift at this point.
Oh darn! So I'm saying I want to shoot through the. What is he? These
That's
poles,
that.
or
Consider that as a solid object. It's a tightly knit fence. So you can
Do I
shoot.
see his toes out?
You can shoot the one that stabbed you in the shoulder, but you can't. The other one effectively has full cover from you, so even your seeking wouldn't remedy that.
Well, okay, I'm gonna go for his kneecap because I figured that would be easier if I kneecap him, tear a tendon or two, but I'll flip him over for my tombstone pile driver.
Okay, so you're gonna take a shot at his kneecap, called shot.
Yep.
All right, roll it. 28. That will
30?
succeed. 30. That will succeed not only in hitting, but also in the called shot succeeding. So go ahead and roll your damage.
10.
So he's down to that. And then we will also say that he is slowed.
Does he bend the knee?
Almost. He's slowed.
Oh.
He's slowed, and he is stunned for 2 rounds. So he gets 1 action each round. So he can only make a single attack.
Pile driving him. Don't you dare. No one ever fuck with him, goddammit.
So that was Becky. So now it is Halavar. The warg drops dead in front of you. An arrow sticking out of its ass, a sight you were well familiar with.
Good things in the butt.
If you'd like to get out of flanking, you can 5-foot shift in either direction. You're 5-foot shifting backwards? I see what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay. And I will attack this one
Okay.
in front of me.
So this dude's stunned for 2 rounds, you said? So he looks like he's kind of bent over.
Yeah, the arrow that he took to his knee, like it looks like it's still in his leg. It's kind of, it looks like it's lodged between and then protruding out the other side, behind his kneecap. So the arrow is actually still in his knee.
25.
25 will definitely hit.
And here comes the pathetic.
4 damage.
Ooh.
9 damage is not too bad. Same damage that got done to the other one. Or no, that's the same one. I labeled him wrong. 1. There we go. It's because I was looking at him from the other side previously. Second attack.
I'm going to heal myself.
Okay.
Alright. Okay.
Swift does not interfere with full attack action, so you could still take your second attack.
I love it. Absolutely. It's just fantastic.
You roll a 1.
Why, yes, I did.
High or low?
Hi.
Alright, at least you guys are getting lucky with those tonight. You drop your sword. You get
sure.
You get your first attack in. You're feeling really confident. You reel back, smack your other hand against your chest to kind of heal yourself up a little bit, and then your confidence kind of brings it home, and you're going to wail at this guy again, and the sword just kind of slips out of your hand.
Just from all the blood you accumulated on your hand.
That's right.
You know, from taking these guys down.
You're still too bloody from all the damage that you've taken. You slammed your hand against yourself to heal yourself, and then it got covered in blood and made the sword too slick to hold on to. Celissa.
I'm going to channel energy, positive energy, to heal everyone
Okay.
for a total of 8 points this time.
Plenty for
Great
me.
rolling.
Alright, so everybody gets 8 hit points. And any movement for Celissa? Or is that going to be it?
No, I'm. That's it. I'm good from there.
Okay. I forgot I wanted to... I turn all this crap off.
I'll be right back. I have to go get a different power source for the camera.
Okay. That's why the cameras got messed up. I didn't realize your camera went offline again. So that was Celissa. So Kylar. Alavar has conveniently placed himself into a flanking position for you.
I was going to say, I just pat the warg on the head, and bloodlust still going pretty high. Then I see an arrow go through this guy's knee.
Yep.
And I just take the opportunity. I see him fall down a little bit. I'm going to jump over here, 5-foot shift. Can I do 5-foot shift from there? From where I was? Does that count? Diagonal? Okay. I'm going to just wail at this dude.
Alright. I don't do the diagonal bullshit.
Okay. So 14 plus the 1 and 2, so 17? Does that hit this guy?
17 will miss.
Damn it. Come on! That's That's
He is-
Jesus Christ.
hold on, hold on. No, he's flat-footed. I forgot from the stunned. So you do hit with your first
oh,
attack.
so he loses his. Okay. So 30 damage.
Describe it.
Nice.
So I just pat this warg on the head after he took an arrow to the ass, and clearly he wasn't happy with me.
Let me,
And
hold on, let me
as
give you
I
some
see the-
information to enhance how you describe it. You overkilled him by 12. So he's well
Okay.
and truly dead.
So
yeah,
as I see the warg fall over, I don't even think twice after seeing the arrow fly into this guy's knee, and I kind of shift over as fast as I can and swipe down and up straight through his midsection and just all the way up his skull and watch him fall dead.
all right. Guts and entrails just kind of fall out of his body before he slumps to the ground, coating
I came back
the
to be
stone
fucking
flooring.
betrayed.
Coating the stone floor in front of you in slick blood and internal organs.
And then since I didn't take a movement, can I draw my bow and move at the same time or no?
Well, the 5-foot shift counts as part of your movement.
A weapon draw? Okay.
But spring attack, because you can do the spring attacks. If you do the spring attack instead of your double attack, since the first attack killed him, you can continue your movement. You just won't get a second attack. And as part of your second movement, you can drop your swords and draw your bow. You wouldn't be able to put your swords away, but you could drop them to the ground and draw your bow.
Oh, no, okay. I'm going to actually just move here.
Okay. Don't do it. All right. There you go. Stayed down.
We're now on my.
Org's dead. Noel's turn. He is going to. He sees you kind of roll up and just disembowel his friend. So he's gonna charge straight at you. Halavar, you get an attack of opportunity in the process. As he basically is just ignoring you at this point to try to go attack Kylar.
Possible critical. As confirmed, buddy.
What was your total? Just to make sure.
17 plus 9.
Yes.
26, yeah.
Alright, so yeah, roll your crit damage.
And... 4 and another. Is that
Well, I actually,
double weapon damage?
yeah, I actually you do double your, so just roll your weapon twice. So,
10. Yep.
10. Alright. And then he makes a single enraged attack against Kylar. And Kylar, roll high or low.
Low.
Is 5 low? Alright, so let's see how bad it is. See what he does. Alright, so he's infuriated by the fact that you just disemboweled his friend. He charges forward at you. In the process, Halavar reaches out, just gashes across his shoulder, or in his underarm as he's got his weapon raised to strike at you. Cleaves him nice and well and truly across the chest and then under the arm, severing a tendon. In the process, as the warg goes to slam down at you with his longsword, it falls out of his hands from the shock of pain and falls down and stabs him in the shoulder. Not for a lot of damage, but it does cause him to drop his weapon and take a little bit of damage. So now he's only got his dagger, and his attack is used up. So that will put it to Becky's turn.
So basically, I point out, don't kill that guy. I Kylar kills that guy.
What? I was over here occupied by a warg. I don't know what was happening. I was stabbing all night.
Well, I mean, I
He
went to
bit
the
a
bathroom
chunk
and
out of me,
changed my
man.
shirt. I did a
Do you-
what?
Do you see Halavar? He's covered in blood. You're welcome.
So what's Becky gonna do?
Becky has a goddamn goal. She's gonna at least pile drive someone. If that means I have to fucking pile drive Kyle on the process, so be it. But first, let's go for. I'm gonna go for it.
You're gonna move up and try to grapple.
Hashtag squad goals. I'm gonna grapple this other guy. You know, it would have been a lot easier to grapple a guy who's kneecapped. I'm just saying. It would have been a lot easier to grapple him.
Okay.
It was
Well,
just so satisfying.
all right,
I'm just saying, like,
a 17. So you're moving up behind him, diagonal, and
yeah,
flanking with Kylar. What are you doing?
I'm gonna flank him.
Okay. So he sees you coming up. He kind of turns to try to react and swipe you with the dagger. You draw back just as he does so, and his attack of opportunity misses you. So go ahead and roll your CMB attack with a +2 from flanking.
I get my +2 from the other stuff too, or
From what other stuff?
the bless and
+1 for blessing.
Yeah,
and
+1 from
my
bless.
class spell. And with the justice gives me the +1 to hit.
Yes. So you get those +2
Plus-
from flanking.
It's +9. Oh no, that's plus 11. Fuck yeah. Okay. So my goal to call this out.
All right.
I'm gonna turn him around, and I'm gonna flip him over so his head's between my legs. Pull, like,
All right. Well, let's start
Flip
with
him
the
around.
let's start with the grapple. Let's see if your grapple connects.
okay. I'm a little bit nervous. Okay.
So, all right. So you run up behind him. You run up behind him. Your grapple will be successful regardless, but roll a strength check.
Oh shit. Do I get
Doesn't-
the bonuses to anything else or no?
Doesn't need to be very high. You get a +1 from the bless and the +1 from your justice. I'll say that you get those. The flanking won't apply in this situation.
11?
That's with the other bonuses.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fine. Like I said, you didn't need very high. I needed you to get above a 10. So you run up behind him. He's in the process of turning around to swipe at you with the dagger as he sees you coming up. You push on his shoulder to use his own momentum to swing him around the rest of the way, and then you grab at him like at the midsection with one arm, and then you start the process of flipping him over. Make an athletics check.
Ah, shit. Wait, athletics. That's still a thing? Or aerobatics, you mean?
You should have athletics as well, I thought. Thought they were both.
I think they combined it because all I have
Did they?
is aerobatics.
Acrobatics. Yeah, I think they may have. So roll a do an acrobatics. Why not? We'll go with that.
Do we get anything else from flanking?
Nope. This is all you at this point. It's all at you at this point. Yeah. I'll let you do acrobatics or strength check, whichever you want to use.
I'll do acrobatics. That's one more.
Okay. Roll well.
22.
All right, so you run up, you finish spinning him around, you grab him by the waist and start to hoist him in the air, using your apparently apt dexterity that you're finding within yourself, and you spin him over, manage to grab him by the waist, and so now you're going to attempt to just slam him down on his head into the ground.
But I first want to indicate to how far.
To Kylar.
To Kylar. Melter driver. I want him to do a flip and help me pile drive this guy.
Melter driver.
I linked a video of it in Hangouts. So if you have not clicked that video, you should click on it because this is what I'm intending to do.
I did, and I didn't understand what was happening. There was some dude that flipped up on another dude.
So basically, what I want him.
While
to
the
do,
other dude was eating out the other guy's asshole. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
So
basically,
out this guy's asshole.
So basically, what's going on is Becky has this last Noel flipped upside down, grabbed by the waist, and he's just kind of indicating at you that you should do something awesome with this opportunity. And this is something that Becky's been talking about for a while. And so you know that you know that she wants you to just run up, do your best acrobatic flip, grab onto the guy's legs in the process, and help her slam this knoll down into the ground as hard as you can using both of your body weights. So that's what Becky would like you to do, and she's waiting for acknowledgement before we move on to Halavar.
Bear in mind, Becky is fucking pissed that you killed the guy she originally intended to do this with, and through great strength of her own, managed to still get this guy into a tombstone pile driver position.
So Becky's waiting for confirmation that you're either going to do this or Becky's going to slam the knoll into the ground.
And Becky will be fucking pissed at you, and will actively look for ways to let you die.
So I see.
If we fail, that's okay.
I see what she's trying to do, and I kind of fine.
Okay, so that's fine. You give her acknowledgement that that's what you're gonna do. But we're gonna stick to initiative. So it's Halavar's turn. So Halavar, you see Becky kind of shift up past you and do this really weird maneuver that you've never seen her do before. And the knoll is now upside down, held by the waist. And it's kind of like snapping its jaws back and forth, trying to bite it at her calves. But it currently is being grappled by Becky upside down.
What are the rules of Twitch on bestiality? Because this is getting kinky.
Nothing visual, so we're fine.
Alright, good. I just kind of pause and. No. Nope. I'm just gonna delay.
All right.
I'm gonna delay action. I've been hearing about this for 5 years as I've been Becky's partner, and I'm about to finally see it happen.
Okay, I'm on a quick thing. I'm gonna link in the chat. And Pathfinder. I want to do a spinning pile driver too.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't think that you can combine that with Kylar helping you.
That's true. That's true. The Young Bucks have never done a spinning melter driver, so I will accept this.
Yeah, but you can't combine it with Kylar helping you do the other thing.
Okay.
So Celissa, it's your turn.
Buff us.
From what I saw,
just go up and hit it.
From what I saw, just walk up and slit its throat.
Walk up.
Kick Becky in the back of the knee.
You are waffle good. I am waffle good.
Go to your character. That's all I'm saying.
You may worship a false god, but come on. This is what we're made for. Come on.
Oh, those are fighting words. I think it's time to mess up his grapple.
Talk shit about Paylor.
You worship another god, but you 100% know that Paylor is an actual god, so you wouldn't say that.
Okay.
You know that there are. Believing in one god does not refute the belief in multiple gods. You worship one over the others, so you know that their god is an actual god. But yeah, so Celissa, what are you doing?
I will. I'll go ahead and do another channel energy to heal the whole party.
Okay.
Another 12 points.
Okay.
I think everybody should be good now. At least better.
You do that last turn too. I'm sorry, I was like.
Yeah, you missed a.
You're,
or you got
you're probably full health. by
8
now.
last time and then 12 this time, so 20 hit points total.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Kylar, you acknowledge what Becky wants you to do. She hasn't flipped upside down successfully, so if you're gonna attempt to do this, you need to roll an acrobatics check.
Oh,
Okay.
And this is gonna be all you except for the +1 from the bless.
well, thankfully he has like 66 acrobatics, so.
Come on. You need to be my Nick Jackson to my Matt Jackson.
Wow.
16. That's fine. You aren't in any dire situation, and all you're attempting to do is a front flip. So a 16 is sufficient to do a front flip. So you half step backwards. You push your momentum forwards. You do a front flip. Roll just a basic melee attack.
Please hit for the love of God. Don't get a 1.
Okay.
Oh.
He's flat-footed as well, so it's fine. So you didn't need to get very high anyway, but you successfully get it. So you step back, you get your forward momentum going, you drop your blades right as you flip front forward in the air, and you grab this knoll's ankles in both hands, and simultaneously you and Becky attempt to drive the knoll into the ground. So Becky and Kylar both give me a dexterity check.
Yes.
Just a basic dexterity check.
Okay. Another.
Doesn't need to be that high. Okay.
21 on my.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
I am born for this goddamn moment.
All right. So
you're.
you're both of your reactions are on point enough that you are able to synchronize yourselves. That's what that dexterity was mostly just for a reflex check without an actual reflex save, just to make sure that you guys are both kind of in tune with what you're doing. So the scene is set. Halavar has slashed this knoll under the arm as it was swinging at Kylar. Becky runs up, pushes on the shoulder as it turns around to swing at him with its dagger. Becky punches it in the shoulder to force it to finish spinning around, grabs it by its waist, flips it upside down. Halavar just kind of stares on in wonder, like, what the fuck is happening right now? Oh my god, this is it. Are they going to actually fucking do it for once? Kylar, feeling the present glow of power radiating over his body to regain health, just invigorates him with power and confidence. He steps back, leaps forward, does a basic front flip in the air, grabs the knoll by the ankles. In total synchronicity, Becky and Kylar drive both of their weights down into the ground, propelled by the weight of the knoll itself, which weighs a substantial amount. And you both successfully drive this knoll headfirst into the ground.
Fuck yeah.
I do my soccer goal moment.
So you have to do the yes chant, which is like
Just like this.
Dealing a total of 20 damage.
fuck yeah.
I'm still not dead.
And we'll say, completely impartial to the situation, Celissa, high or low?
Hi.
And its neck snaps in the process. It's not dead, but it's paralyzed.
Can I go for the pin? This is
It is a quadriplegic. You can paralyze it all you want. But effectively at this point, at this point, it's effectively dry humping because it's a quadriplegic. So
I just want to like pin it. I raise his leg. Someone count to 3, and then I don't care what you guys do to it. I just need this.
So yeah, you lay on top of the quadriplegic knoll for 3 seconds. That's fine.
I'm looking around. I need a 3 count. I'm gonna raise my arm into the air. I'm looking for a 3 count. I need someone to hit the ground and tap 3. Someone
I'm on it.
volunteer. Thank you.
Collapse in my full plate armor. I'm like, right down his face. I'm just like, 1, 2, 3. Ah!
Stab it right through the head.
As the quadriplegic Knoll just lays there drooling, completely helpless to move, breathing erratically, and its eyes just shooting around everywhere as it's unable to understand what just happened and unable to move in any capacity.
Melter driver in Pathfinder. Fuck yeah, that's an accomplishment right there.
I think someone has to go find the Becky Lynch theme music from WWE.
Yes. Whoa.
So,
God.
Becky, if you look at the note card that contains your stats, you'll notice something new down at the bottom.
Okay. What am I looking for?
So look at your note card.
Wrestle.
That is a skill that is on your character set now, and you can put points into that, and any future wrestling maneuvers will be based off of your wrestle skill. So you now have to decide. You now have to decide as you level up if you're going to put points into that, or if you're just going to go based off of that simple +1 bonus that you've got. Well, it's 1 plus your strength is what that wrestle is based off of.
I'm sorry, other points. Hope it's good enough.
So that's what you got going on now. So these gnolls are all effectively dead.
Tag him and bag him. What do they got for loot?
Except for that one is just still laying there drooling.
I'm just gonna walk up to it and insert my dagger into the side of its head.
Just coup de grace, put it out of its
Yeah,
misery.
you're done. Stop drooling.
Roll a damage with sneak attack.
By the way, Becky Lynch's theme song's in the Discord, as long as what a video of an actual Melter driver looks like. Everyone should review it and be in awe of what we just accomplished. Hashtag squad goals.
So
Hashtag
Squad goals.
So you overkill it by 15. So you get down eye level with this gnoll, and it looks at you with a combination in its eyes of sheer terror and pleading. And heeding that, you line up your dagger, slide it into its temple, and then just wiggle it around a whole lot. And scramble its brain into the most awkward scrambled eggs ever.
That's just wrong. No.
And it is well and truly dead at this point. So those combatants.
Wipe my dagger off on Becky.
So those combatants are removed. They are dead. Well and truly. In
Well, that was
totality.
fun.
In totality, they are 100% gone.
I'll take the time to loot them if they have anything.
So the two gnolls each have a longsword, a dagger, a bow, and 10 shoddily crafted arrows. So if Becky were to take the arrows from the gnoll, you could mark down 20 gnoll arrows. Due to their construction, they're used to firing them, so they don't incur a penalty because it's what they're used to and what they train with. But due to their poor construction, they would give you a -2 if you were to use them. But it is an additional source of arrows.
I got 22 arrows left.
Alright, just giving you the option. The gnoll was wearing its studded leather barding. The gnolls too actually were wearing chain shirts also. But the warg is wearing its studded leather barding. Other than that, it doesn't really have anything on it.
Okay, guys, mind you, next time we have combat, I still have bear traps. I'm just saying.
I think we just missed a perfect opportunity to just power drive it into a bear trap.
Oh God.
That
would end.
It takes too long to set up the bear trap though.
Okay. I mean, I'm still pretty strong. Once I grapple it, can I not move it over above the bear trap?
It would take additional rounds to move it into a position for that. in which it would get opportunities to escape. But theoretically, yes, if you wanted to set up a bear trap somewhere else ahead of time.
You know what? You know what I'm sensing? I'm sensing Halavar's role in this now. I'm gonna need to carry a bear trap from now on. We're gonna do this Ghostbuster style.
Meanwhile, the high priestess is like, "What the fuck?
What
Exactly.
what is?
You think this is bad? Just imagine poor Tim. He's had to deal with this for 5 years.
I thought these guys were the police."
We are the police.
So I want to talk about like makeup and other things right now. Like, we'll talk.
Alright, let's continue on into this game a little bit, for God's sake.
Jesus, right? We've gone 12 feet.
I know, 12 feet.
You know, if you put your hair up in a braid, then the wrestling would not. They wouldn't be able to grab your hair that easy.
Becky Lynch has
Well,
one braid.
I'm gonna mention that I'm gonna mention to Halavar, since he's our light source, that during combat I was able to retreat into this area, and nothing kind of spooked me while I was there. So maybe there's, we could explore it, see if there's anything here.
There appears to be a very large rock.
Well, there you go.
Well, fuck.
I smell what it is cooking.
Hey, it's not just a rock; it's a boulder. The pioneers used to ride these things for miles.
I was squeezed past the rock and into this area.
Alright.
Anything of interest?
Absolutely nothing. Big empty chamber.
Well, damn it.
You know what? This looks like a wrestling ring. Alright, so let's get the hell back out of here.
We entered the squared circle.
Alright, so head down this direction.
Alright.
Pretty small corridors. Probably have to go one by one, right?
Yep.
Probably.
I'm going in front of Becky.
No, you're not.
Well, you can't go.
Tell me when to stop, Adam.
So, hold up.
I have a higher
Alright, back up.
than you.
Back up.
I will arm
I
wrestle.
tried.
So, I know. So, as you get to... Nope. Give me Halavar.
Alright.
So, as you get to where Becky is...
Mhm.
Becky will... So, as you get to this point, you can see the door up ahead. Your light
There's
casts
nothing.
enough
There's the door.
to shine on the light up there.
I kind of call over my shoulder. I'm like, Kylar, got a door.
I got lockpicks.
Get this done. I'm sensing the ever-present
Guys, you guys are
radar
trapped.
tingling of loot
Well, do you guys
ahead.
detect anything like chaos or evil maybe beyond the door?
Yeah, do we detect anything? Please say yes.
You do not.
I wanted to be a mimic. I'm not gonna tell Kylar.
That's why I'm worried. I've encountered mimics in my day, sir.
You mean on Monday?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so
Okay,
you do not detect any chaos or evil directly in front of you.
The high level.
Well, I'll just try to open the door before I take out my lockpicks.
Okay. Nothing. It seems locked.
Doesn't budge. Okay.
Correct.
We can't detect if it's magical or not. I don't know. I think that would be Tim mostly.
Yeah, Tim is not present.
I can cast detect magic.
Okay. You want to cast that on the door, see if it's booby trapped at all?
Sure.
Sure, it's cast detect magic.
All right, so you do detect magic. Nothing on the door itself does not appear to have any magic, but you are picking up. It's very faint. You figure that might be because of the rock walls and just the layout of things. But you get a faint glow of magic from something beyond the door.
Okay.
You
I'll
can't
attempt to lockpick it since I don't feel like there's any threat from the door.
Okay,
So I'll
go
just
ahead.
pull out my lockpicks. Let me see what
Okay.
is that going to be under.
Escape
Sleight
artist.
of escape artist. Okay. $32.
Okay. You feel like you successfully unlock the door.
That was easy. Just kind of push past it.
Make a reflex save.
No. Damn it! What is my reflex? Let's see.
How long has passed? Hold on. Since combat, how long has passed?
Like maybe a minute.
Blessing is still on.
Okay.
So 29.
Okay. So you start to swing the door open. You successfully, you're down there and you pick the lock. You work your little lock picks and you hear the lock click over. You're satisfied with yourself. You put your tools away. You go to like turn the handle and push the door open. And right as you push the door, you get this feeling, I didn't search for traps other than having her check for magic. And you're pushing the door open, and then you hear it. Just a faint, like, just the ever so slight sound of metal against stone. And you hit the floor. You just drop prone as a giant blade swings down from the ceiling, slamming against the door face. And as you just barely duck out of the way.
Haha. Which is stupid. I have sense trap too. Oh well.
I rolled that for you.
No.
I rolled your passive sense trap.
Let me just pause you for 1 second. Check that thing out and tell me how fucking cool that is.
I can't click it.
Can't click links.
I won't let you click it.
Link it in Discord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
link in a
Hold on
Discord.
a
Yeah.
second. Kyler, this may have to happen. All right, ready?
Oh.
Where did you?
It's based off of the Skyrim.
Oh,
Oh,
you have to enable flash.
Yeah, the simulator. It's pretty cool. I've seen that.
It's pretty
That might
awesome.
have to happen. Yeah.
I'm gonna say like
If it's too bad that there's not like a. It's too bad
We
there's not.
need
a
someone
way
to
for
build
him
it in here.
Yeah, that's what we need. I'm gonna check the workshop later and see if anybody has built something like that for in here. Because that would be cool, but at the same time, like he's not gonna have necessarily the.
you should roll to see if he like gets the pin to get stuck on the shear line. You have to like roll
So-
it 5 times for like 5 pins or something.
So,
I
yeah.
kind of pushed the door open and
And yeah, this
kind
giant
of feel my
blade.
spider senses tingling.
Yeah, and this giant blade swings down and swipes it where you are. And then, yeah, you are able to just duck out of the way at the last moment.
And as I kind of turn and dodge the blade, I look over to Halavar and, after you, sir.
That's why we let him do it. Okay. So,
You would have been sliced in half. You're welcome. You bum. Take off that helmet.
what's in the room?
Exactly what you see.
Probably a mimic.
All right.
Right. A
Yeah.
man-eating chest.
I'm
Probably.
gonna go around the corner somehow.
I was gonna say it seems like a tight squeeze.
It is. I'm trying.
You're so fat.
Go around the corner, standing on top of the ceiling, getting knocked down.
Get it up again.
I am going to come over here and put myself in a chest. I am currently in number 9, Scrooge McDucking my way
God, I
around.
told you it was a mimic. No one fucking listened to me.
And can I do a search on it?
Well, hold on.
Did you get yourself
listen
out
to
of the chest?
detected magic on.
Yeah, now that
she
we're in the
detected
room,
magic
what
in the
do I-
area. Yeah, can we see where that glow was coming from? If the spell is still around.
Wait, where did Halavar actually go? Where is Halavar?
I am literally in this chest.
Well, now you're
The one that used to say 9 and now says 10.
maybe we'll just
Here I am.
rub the chest and you'll pop out. I'm here. Make your wishes.
Alright.
Did we extract Halavar?
Yeah, I got his character out.
Okay.
Did you pull something else out of it too?
Yeah, the light.
Okay. I said it had a 9, now it has an 8 on it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I can't. There we go. I was just trying to find the link tool again.
He deducted the loot because you cheated and
That's
got
right.
into the chest early.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to get in the chest.
Alright, well, after kind of getting in, I'll see if there are any other locks I can try to pick.
So yeah,
I'll
once you're
start
in,
with this first
once
one.
you're inside, all of the chests are actually unlocked. So you can search, just open them up and search through them, and you can see what's inside of them.
Where was that magical aura coming from?
Both of them.
Okay.
One of them's a blob of grease.
Can't actually tell what these are. I see one is a scimitar. The rest of them look like almost like
Okay.
scrolls, but they've got that photo bucket message on them.
So the
That pouch.
first one is a sword, and if you hover over it, it will tell you the full name of it, or you can pull it out.
Okay.
And then the rest are bedrolls,
Ah, okay.
a bag, and a pile of clothes. Like
Is that what
just
the blob is? The
just a
number 4?
just a bundle of clothes.
Okay.
So you've got a sword in there. You don't know what the sword is, but you know that that's what's magical inside the thing, until somebody identifies it. But you know that the sword is what's magical.
Go ahead and pull it out and set it to the side here.
I'll write everything down on my list too.
Well, whoever's gonna take it, actually just take it and put it in your bag for now.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna try to give you actual physical items for some of these things, so that it's easier to track what it is.
Alright, who wants a scimitar?
I'm gonna set it off to the side for
I
now.
guess I can hold on to that. I'm only carrying my 2 short swords and
Well,
a dagger.
You don't know that it's of wounding, though. That's for reference
Okay,
for
well,
later.
yeah.
You'll have to actually
I'll call it
identify
that.
it.
Is it a pretty? Is it a big sword? Can I tell? Like, I mean, obviously, is it bigger than what I'm using?
I mean, it is a scimitar. You know that it's a scimitar. You just don't know what magical properties
Okay.
it has.
Okay, I guess I'll try to hang on to that.
Okay. And then there is the pouch in there as well. If anybody wants to inspect
And then
that,
the rest,
that bag.
the rest that look like bedrolls are bedrolls, right?
Correct.
And I'll just say miscellaneous pouch.
And then there's a pouch, but you can actually take that pouch out as well and see what's inside that pouch.
Sure.
Okay.
It won't let me take
Do
it
it.
out.
Grab it.
I can't. It
Yeah.
won't let me. Can you do it?
I pulled it
Let me
out
see.
over to here. It's on the side of the table.
Aha.
Oh, okay. I will. Holy crap! I will write that down. Or can I just add that to where do I add that?
So, I mean, that's...
If it's gold, you got little coin tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a significant amount of money if you want to enlighten the rest of the party.
So
It
it is. I'm just gonna wait. Do I just put it on top of my?
Yeah, you could just drag them over there for now, and then update your
Okay.
gold later, or however you want to disperse it.
Okay. So it is 750 copper, 1,489 silver, 623 gold, and 277 platinum.
Wow.
Detect lies and see if you're telling the truth.
I'll just keep half of it.
But that represents multiple pouches within the bag. I just didn't want to divide it up into...
Okay.
So it's multiple little pouches that have all of that gold in there. Like you
We
don't
have,
have...
we have a spot for that, right? Those
There
little
is-
coins that we have by our note card.
Yeah. So later, once you guys figure out how you're going to divide that up, I would just put it, like, just write it down on those coins. Like, just update your coins to have the correct amount. It's not like your characters have enough time to sit down and count the money right now. But, like, you find a significant amount of coin. And then the other chest over here also has 3 more items that are magic inside of it.
Rather nice.
And again, you don't know what those items are because they haven't been identified yet, other than the actual weapon type of sword, a rod, and a mace.
But we do know that they're all magical.
But yeah, your detect magic is showing you that they are all magical in nature.
Okay.
I don't have detect lies. I have discern lies. I want to see if Kylar is lying about.
Kylar hasn't told you an actual amount of money yet because you guys haven't had time to count it.
Oh, okay.
You just know that there is
I turn back to
a substantial amount of coin.
There's a lot of coin. I'm gonna buy a lot of fancy things and buy some whores for Halabar.
Sweet. Solaris, Solissa, can you use a mace?
Well, we have to have people just carry it because we don't really know what they are. So we would have to identify them either in town or if Tim.
I just wasn't sure if she even uses weapons.
I've got a mace hanging on my belt. So yes.
Can you carry another one?
Yeah.
I go ahead and hand it back to Solissa because she's already carrying one. So I'm like, magical. You never know. Could be good.
Could be
an upgrade. Could be cursed.
So yeah, if you guys are gonna take the weapons, go ahead and pull them out of the chest.
Yeah, I'm in the back. I don't trust these boxes being mimics. You want to tell me what's in there?
Whole bunch of fun stuff.
God.
What's in this other chest without the numbers on it?
I'm attempting to grab the mace.
There's too many people in there.
Oh, it might be because I'm in there, yeah.
Yeah, everybody hop out real fast.
Okay.
There. So now whoever's going to hold on to whichever items, go ahead and grab those.
Okay. Two portable stripper poles.
With these bedrolls, can I make a pillow fort?
Sure. And then this other chest over here that you can't actually open, it's just full of just random clothing articles.
We don't need no nonsense.
I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty tired. I want to take a nap. Well, bedrolls.
So, alright, so that's all of the stuff from those chests.
Okay.
Alright, if you want to collect some bedrolls, Becky, go for it.
I'm gonna take all the bedrolls.
Did we grab everything? Took the rod and everything too?
It all got pulled out to the
Who
side.
has the
Currently sitting on the side. I mean,
yeah, it's all
I don't
just
even
sitting
see
over
it.
here.
Oh.
So whoever's going to carry whichever items, go ahead and move it over by your character.
I'll take one.
Alright, who's taking what? Kylar, you're taking a scimitar, right?
Yeah, or the short sword, either way.
I took a sword.
I will take the portable stripper pole.
Ooh, you me ideas.
The portable stripper pole went the wrong direction if you're going to take it, however.
Yeah, I'm like zoomed way the hell in. So can't tell where I'm at.
Make a pillow fort.
You're taking it over
Where
to
in
me
the
now.
fuck am I going?
I have no idea.
Alright, so there I am. Okay. Game pack. In it.
Alright.
Good.
Alright, so you guys are able to gather up all of those items.
Okay. Alright, I guess we will continue on our merry way.
Continuing back out the doorway, with the giant blade in the way, squeezing past as you do so.
Okay. Guess we will on this direction.
Alright, so Halavar's taking the lead again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, hold up. Back up, Halavar.
Okay.
Make a reflex save.
Ah,
Oh no.
Oh, 1 sec. 2. $15.
You step forward, a pressure plate giving below your feet, spikes shooting up from the ground, penetrating your steel boots and doing 2 damage to your feet.
Alrighty.
Luckily, you were wearing steel boots, so.
Hey, Kylar.
You want me to,
Yeah, I think.
I got you, buddy. I'll just have to stay within distance of your light source.
Will do. Will do.
Okay.
Can
I
I
can-
cast light on
I
arrow?
can cast light on another source for you.
Well, unfortunately, he doesn't
Actually,
like
no. I
having
do have
light,
light
on
on my.
him.
I have light on my dagger still.
That's
that's true.
that's
From
expired at this
Tim.
point.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't
Here, I'll take
sure
it.
if you'd want it because you like to hide in the shadows and stuff, and
Yeah,
you can't
I
actually
usually-
turn it off yourself.
I usually
Well,
keep my dagger stored.
Yeah, because if it's on his dagger, then when he puts it inside the sheath, it'll be cloaked. Because if he puts
I'll-
his short swords are what he
yeah.
uses for combat mostly.
Okay. I should be okay because this has what, like 60-foot range on the light source.
Yeah.
It's bright out to it's normal light out to 20 and then dim light out to 40.
Okay, so I'll just say I'll stay within 20 feet of Halavar.
Okay. So as you're going forward, if your purpose is to make backup,
Yeah, we're gonna tread carefully after we discover the first
yeah. So as you're moving forward, you'll need to make checks for traps.
I don't know if I have actual.
Should be disabled device.
Well, disable device is what he will use for it.
If I find it,
Yeah, if you.
Well, I
find
mean,
it.
I think that's how you find it, isn't it? Or would it be perception?
I think they moved it under perception.
would it's so because trap sense is just for my reflex save, I think.
Correct. It's a that's
Just an
part.
innate
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
So I'm gonna you know what, I'm gonna roll after kind of seeing Halavar step up a little bit, come off the spikes and go in front of him and say, you know what, let me go forward a little bit, see if I can deal with these traps, and I'll roll a perception check on the area.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I see all the traps.
All the traps.
So you detect a trap directly in front of you.
Okay, I'm going to
You can attempt to disable device. if you'd
disable
like.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Where is my? Oh, it's not bad. It's pretty good. I think my modifiers are kind of wonky still. Let me see. No, that's okay. 30.
Okay. You are able to successfully figure out how to disable the trap. Do you want to trigger it so that it's activated, or disable it from being able to be triggered, or momentarily disable it?
Can I tell what kind of trap it is?
You believe it to be another spike trap out of the floor.
You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and completely disable it.
Okay, so that it doesn't trigger at all.
Yes.
Okay. Just put that there so that you know what it is, but it's upside down. Okay.
And then after seeing that, I'll kind of, still take my time running through this, and I'll wave to them to my party to tell them to come forward, and
Okay.
I'll kind of
Make
make
it-
my way around. Be
make
like,
another
guys,
check.
just watch your footing, watch your steps. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. After I get around to this corner, I'll do another perception check for this little hallway area.
After you get around the corner,
Yeah.
make a reflex save.
God damn it. Why is there so many traps? Where's my reflex? I just rolled this. 9. Okay. So I'll add I think it's just add the 1 for my trap sense. I think it's just a +1 modifier. Just double check. We're all level 5, right?
6.
6.
Oh, we're level 6? Okay. So 30.
Okay. So you step forward. You're like, all right, they wouldn't put two traps so closely together. So you're getting ready to go around the corner. You step down. You hear the click. and it's that like Wile E. Coyote kind of reaction time, like where everything is slower than it should be, but at the same time happening just as fast. You step forward, you hear the click, you look down. Fuck me. You look back up, expecting spikes to come shooting up into your feet, and then you just kind of, expecting that, you fall backwards as a giant fucking blade
Good lord.
shoots out of the wall, spinning, and slams into this wall across from you.
You know, if anybody didn't know we were here, they know it now.
Can you move your
Right.
character for a second?
Like, god damn it.
Sticks into that wall. Okay.
Well, guys, that's two of them. So, did we say I was past that, or just right before it? Because I triggered the trap, obviously. So
Yeah, you triggered that trap, so you can...
okay. So I'm going to like kind of peek around this corner at this point and kind of look down the hallway. Hopefully, Halvar, I need light. Come up, man.
I don't know if I want to come over there.
Wait, can I cast light on my arrow?
There you go.
Yes, you can.
On the arrowhead, yeah. Or on the arrow itself.
The arrow shaft.
I'm going to
Make a perception check.
take my. Oh, what? Yeah. I guess I'll perception check. I was gonna try to throw something with light casted on it into the hallway so I could see farther.
I mean, at this point, it's carrying on the stonework around the corner successfully.
15. Probably don't perceive anything.
Yeah, no, it seems to be clear.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's just I'm gonna die.
How far are you going? Before you check again.
I'll make it around the corner, and after we kind of move around the bend, I'll see if I can make another perception for another 20 feet or so from the light source that we have.
Okay. Well, it's pretty much you're checking the area immediately in front of you.
Okay.
So yeah, you don't perceive anything to be immediately in front of you. Unless you're, well, and that 15 was to check for there, so if you want to check again, you can check again for immediately in front of you presently.
Yeah, that was kind of around that corner, so this will be like the next square too. Okay, so there's another spike trap. Let me try to disable device. A lot going on in this damn hallway. It's like I designed it. Oh no. 15.
High or low?
Oh, it's a high.
You do not feel confident that you've disarmed the trap.
I'm gonna just.
Do you
Take
bluff
my-
your way
I'm gonna-
through and have Halavar step on it?
I'm just gonna take a dagger out and place it onto the pressure plate or in front of me and see if I can trigger it. Or I don't know if I can see a pressure plate. Well, I could see the trap, right?
Yeah, you can tell that it's there, and it appears to be triggered by a pressure plate. Like you can see the tiny indentations of holes, and what it is when you step onto it, it's like got a release mechanism, and it actually the stonework falls down and releases the trap. The spikes up into your foot, like the whole tile kind of compresses down like it's spring actioned.
Oh, so I can't just trigger it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to disable it again.
Okay.
$29.
Okay, you figure out, you find a decent way to be able to just kind of get it to where the springs won't activate, and it will stay kind of lodged up. You manage to get something lodged significantly around the borders of it, to where it will not fall down.
So the spikes are still up though, right?
No, the spikes rest below it, and so
Okay.
it's like the spikes are here, and the pressure plate sits here, and then when you step on it, the whole thing gives
Okay.
down onto your feet.
So, alright. Well, let's keep going. I found another one, guys. This is
Great.
kind of ridiculous at this point. So I'm going to get up to this next 5 feet or so.
Okay.
And I'll do another perception. 27.
Seems to be clear. You're actually pretty confident that the 2 squares in front of you are both clear.
Alright, so we're going to move up just a bit. And I think Becky died.
No, I didn't die.
Alright, so I'm gonna beckon over to Halavar to kind of come up next to me. So that way we have the light source down the hallway. And
Okay.
I'll roll a perception on this area.
Okay.
19.
The square immediately in front of Halavar is trapped.
Okay. I'm gonna come up next to it and try to disable it.
Okay.
$31.
All right, you're not sure what type of trap this is, but you're pretty confident that you've disabled it from triggering.
And I'll have them kind of come around here. Guys, you might want to follow our footsteps just in case for this next trap. Come down here. And I still don't like this hallway. And Halavar, come around to my side. So that way we have the light source again, so I can see a little bit further. And that 24 was for the hallway to detect anything else.
Okay. Nothing was there.
Okay. And you know what? I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm gonna go up a little bit further. I'm gonna go up to here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll a last perception for this area in front of me.
All right. Well, we'll see how high you get.
29.
You're confident that the square immediately in front of you is not trapped. The one beyond that, you're not entirely sure.
Okay.
But you're
So
you're,
should I?
you're
do you want me to roll
uncomfortable. Yeah, you're uncomfortable about that square. You don't know what it is, but you're not 100% certain.
Okay. All right, go ahead and re-roll that square. 23.
Yeah, you're sure that it is trapped.
Okay. I'll disable it if I can. 28. Another spike trap?
Yep.
Dirty bastards. Okay, I'll disable that, and I'll move to the end of the hallway area and kind of still crouch down a little bit where you're trapped.
Okay.
And oh no, what happened? Oh, there it goes.
Autosave.
Well, guys, I feel like we're okay at this point. Halavar, if you want to take the lead again,
Okay.
feel free. I'm gonna kind of step aside so he can get through.
Kind of look around the room with my light going.
All right. So at this point, you just see the big rock that's over here. You see a lever and a gate over to this direction from where you are currently. That's all you can discern.
Okay. Guess I will come on out into the room a little bit more.
And so as you step out, you see this cage over to your right, which has a lady in it. She's wearing, it's hard to tell at this distance what it is that she's wearing because she's kind of slumped down to the ground, just kind of huddled in on herself, potentially asleep, potentially dead inside the cage.
I kind of say, Kylar, to the right. And then I continue on this way a little bit, slowly creeping across. Get up here and kind of peek around the wall through the cage, through the gate.
Okay. Kylar, are you getting over near this cage?
Yeah, can I roll just a stealth check?
Yep. Is Celissa and Becky doing anything at this point, now that you guys are clear of the trapped hallway?
Do I detect any chaos?
No. Not currently.
Do I recognize the gal in the cage?
You, now that you're in this area, it is familiar to you, Celissa. now that you see
Okay.
this cage and you see the bars up ahead, the majority of the time that you were in this cave system, you were blindfolded or led around in total darkness because you don't have low light vision. But now that you're in this area, it seems familiar to you. You think this may be where they were keeping you captive previously.
Okay.
So yeah, you have a striking, like, slight familiarity with the lady in the cage. You don't know her name, but you know that she's a human, and you're pretty sure that she was brought in sometime before you were, because to your recollection, she's been in that cave that cage the entire time you've been here. She kind of seemed to be the example set by your captors of, if you don't behave, we'll do this sort of isolation to you. Kylar, as you get over there, you recognize, you can tell that, as you closely watch her, that she is breathing, but it's very slow, very faint. You think she's probably asleep more than on the brink of death or anything. Make a perception check. At
21.
At one point in time, the clothes that she's wearing were very fine clothes. Worthy of, like, a higher noble. Like the people that would live on the top of the hill back in Booked kind of noble. But now it's basically tatters. But you can still make out the material that it was originally made from was very nice material. But for it to be this worn down, she's been here for a while, or she's seen quite a bit of abuse.
I wonder if she's part of the noble houses. What's her face?
Ren?
Yeah, the one chick you were whoring with.
Yeah. Ren.
I wonder if
Where
she's
is she?
part of that circle.
Out of curiosity, our first mission, weren't we supposed to, like, escort some people and, like, failed it fucking miserably?
No, you were supposed to. There were a group of nobles that had been captured.
Yes.
And you guys were sent out to find them. You rescued them, all but one, who died in the process. And those nobles you did rescue and did get returned to town.
Gotcha. Okay.
But they were captured
so-
by a combination of gnolls and goblins.
Okay. Well,
So
at least
as
it's
you-
not that group.
Yeah. So was Becky doing anything?
Not really.
Okay. Just
Becky,
kinda-
I mean, I don't recognize this person, do I?
No. So Halavar was coming up and kind of peeking around the corner.
Quick question.
Oh, yep.
I don't detect chaos at all, right?
As you move forward, you're getting, like, faint pings of chaos from behind this bar. But it's not like... You've learned through your travels and traveling with Halavar, who can detect evil, and your ability to detect chaos. You've come to get a taste for when something is bad chaotic versus and the chaos that you're picking up right now is very muted.
Okay, I was going to wander off.
So,
This gate, does it look like it can be opened, or does it look permanent?
look to the left of Halavar.
Right there, okay. I want to put up some bear traps. But
Will you unlock this cage while he's bear trapping over there? Kylar,
Kyler?
What's that?
Kylar,
Sorry, I
will
was
you
reading.
unlock this cage?
Yeah.
Let her out, please.
I'll attempt to lockpick the cage.
I pounce on the extremely large quarter and drag it back to my purse.
So,
escape artist.
Yeah, so he's going to unlock that. While he's doing that, Halavar, you peek around the side walls into this... what's going on here, Twitch? You peek around the corners into this cave system, or through the cage area. And as you get up here, you can see this guy just kind of hanging out over here. He doesn't look anything like he looks. I've just put figures in the room. He too is wearing tatters. If you'd like to make a perception check.
Oh, sure. 11.
11. Yeah, it just looks like tattered clothing. You can't really tell anything about the person themselves. They seem to like only barely glance in your general direction when the light kind of approaches the cage. Like they're not expecting anything good from your presence here.
Okay.
And so his eyes just kind of, his head just kind of leans in your general direction, and his eyes just kind of flutter. You can tell that he's in a state of pretty much just utter depression about his circumstances.
Yeah.
And
I go ahead and
then as he kind of as his eyes kind of like adjust to the light, and you can tell it's pitch black in there. You can make out that he's human. And then his eyes, like he's blinking at this point, trying to adjust his eyes to the light that's flooding into the room. And as he does so, his eyes adjust, and he's able to take in your frame and your outfit. And then he kind of seems to have his eyes linger on the symbol of Palor that rests on your chest. And his eyes kind of starts to kind of realize a little bit more that maybe he's not about to get beaten. And he lets out kind of a hopeful gasp. He's, friends! Friends, come! We have hope once more! And he comes over to the gate to kind of greet you. And then more people start coming around the corners. And you can go ahead, if there's something that you wanted to say, you can go ahead and...
Okay. I'm going to say, your captors. There are none inside there with you, correct?
No. I have not seen one of them for days. Were it not for the meager portions that they left us and our ability to rationalize ourselves and spread it thin, we would have all starved. As it were, only the weakest among us have perished. And even that is too many, if you ask me.
I nod consolingly. I'm like, give me a moment, I'll take care of this. And I reach over here and pull down the lever.
Alright. And Kylar, you are able to get that cage unlocked.
Okay.
And she's still
help her out of it.
Yeah, she's still passed out completely asleep. So you're reach in and try to kind of start maneuvering her out of the cage.
Yeah, to bring her out and kind of prop her up on the rock face.
Okay. As you're pulling her out, she starts to wake up, and she just starts letting out a blood-curdling scream. She starts thrashing and just like trying
her in the mouth,
trying to slap at you. And she's in absolute terror. And she manages to land a blow on the side of your head as you're pulling her back for 4 damage. But she is absolutely terrified of you at this moment. She's just trying to scramble and like she's basically trying to lock her legs on the bars to keep herself inside the cage.
Can I slap her? Try to snap her out of it?
Yeah, go for it. Make an attack roll. Alright, yeah, so you just kind of like cross the side of her face.
Hey! Calm down. Otherwise this sword's gonna find your throat.
High or low?
High or low? Low.
Alright, so she kind of... You smack her, and the fact that you're talking to her in common kind of just rouses her from her panic for a moment, and she looks back over, like she's laying upside down, and she looks back at you, and she kind of takes in your face for a second, seeing that you're actually human, and then she kind of tilts her head around to take in the rest of you. And upon seeing you, Celissa, she calms down. She just goes completely, like, relaxed and almost kind of falls back into a sleep from sheer exhaustion and panic. She's not completely out, but she's basically just kind of completely relaxed against the ground with her eyes closed, just kind of taking slow breaths, trying to calm herself down, if nothing else. Halavar. Oh, go ahead.
All of the prisoners that are still alive are up towards the gate now. Yes.
So far, only a handful of them have come up to the gate. And I'm just trying to.
You can detect chaos in any of them because, like, I still have my bear traps there.
Yeah, Halavar's kind of standing on one, but I didn't trigger it because he knows it's there. So I mean, yeah, you are not from any of the ones immediately in front of the cage. No, you're not detecting any chaos.
I'm gonna channel energy to help give all of these guys a little extra vitality.
Okay. And then slowly, you see a couple more people.
That includes anybody else that's not healed too. All good guys.
So that would be Halavar from taking his spike damage. Yep. So yeah, you hear the sounds of more people like coming forward from the back of the cave system. So yeah, you guys are starting to at this point realize that there are quite a few people in this cave system. And that is actually where we're going to call it because it's 12:17. So we are going to go ahead over to host Logan Bro. Don't run over to his channel a whole lot, but he's a pretty cool guy. Right now he's playing some Super Mario 64. So we're going to go say hello to him. Just drop in there. Let him know where you're coming from if you don't mind too terribly much. Ben already dropped out of camera. Really, dude? Just like that? You're not even going to say goodnight to everybody? Bro.
Yeah, I hit the wrong thing first.
A likely story. Anyway, guys, go ahead and let's say goodnight to everybody. How did everybody, session-wise, what'd you think?
There, I'm back.
You're back. Thank you.
It was good.
That
That encounter with the warg.
Yeah, I tell you.
Yeah.
That got a little scary there for a minute.
Yeah.
I haven't been that low before.
If we didn't have an
close to the
actual
wire.
healer this round, I think it would have been not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a little dangerous. So, all right. So you guys had fun.
Well,
that's
we
good to know.
accomplished squad goals. That's all that matters.
That's right. You did.
Right.
You accomplished your squad goals that you set before the night began. So let's go ahead and.
We're closing up right now, baby.
We need to start bringing battle ladders. I found out that a battle ladder was a thing.
I'll have to look into that.
So clearly the next step is to set up ladders.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind. So as we're wrapping up the night, let's go ahead and do some. Since we didn't do them on the intro, let's do a little bit of some quick outros. Paul, since I've got you in the top left, we'll go ahead and start with you. Just give people, again, that might be tuning in for the first time, a brief synopsis of who you are and any additional information you might want them to know about yourselves.
So my name's Paul. Typically try to stream on Twitch whenever I feel like it, so I'm not very static on the channel, but I play Kylar based on the Night Angel series books, and he is a stealthy backstabbing rogue who is fascinated with magic, magical things, and loot.
Paul also does some stuff on YouTube and Instagram as well. I posted those links out there for you guys. Feel free to check him out if you feel so inclined. Show the brother some love. He deserves it. Jesse, let's go with you. How about you? Top right. We'll just move it around the board here.
I play Halavar. The character is basically a ladies' man of the Paladin Order. I tend to feel that it's my calling to go out there and spread the love of Paylor.
Literally.
To all. Literally. In my particular view of how this all works, I don't know whether or not we have a history or anything going on for Paylor at all, but in my own mind, the way this works is all the paladins are like bastard sons of other paladins, and that's how we're made. we go around sowing the seed of Paylor, creating new generations of paladins. So that is my calling, and I like to feel that I do a very good job of it. I'm also currently actively involved with Ren Haywood on the sly, and am actively keeping that going. Let's see. Other than that, active in a game known as Ampguard. It's a nationwide live-action roleplay. Enjoy that quite a bit, and I've known Adam for better part of 2 decades. So,
if not more than 2 decades at this point.
If not more.
Yeah, I've
3
kind
decades.
of lost, not that far, not quite that far.
Not quite that far.
Whoa,
Close.
That's an insult.
Close, but not quite. Angel, our newest cast members. How about you?
This is my first time playing an online game like this, so I'm pretty excited about it. But I have been tabletopping for years. I play the High Priestess Celissa of Paylor, and I'm just looking forward to getting used to it.
Nice. And welcome again to the table. I know you've played a couple sessions with us already, but welcome and thank you for joining us. And
thank you for having me.
Ben, aka Becky.
I'm Ben. I play Becky. Becky is whatever she feels like at the moment, depending on her mood. She's quite temperamental.
She's the only team member with a wrestling modifier.
That's right.
Hey, sometimes I just get a lot of shit done. Other times, not so much.
So,
And if anyone out there has any sub programs that affect tabletop dice rolls, if you could just link those to me in a private mail.
Adam.
So, all right, guys, that's going to be it for us for the evening. Unless anybody else has anything specific to mention, any well wishes or fare thee wills for our viewers.
No, it's been fun past couple of weeks, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up next week. Maybe we'll have a full party next week. It might be fun.
Hopefully, like full party as far as we go. Hopefully, Anu, played by Kyle, will be joining us again shortly. He's been having some computer issues, which will hopefully be resolved shortly. So he says, and so we hope. So that's what we're going to keep our hopes up for. Hopefully, he'll be joining us again shortly. In the meantime, you can catch me here on Tuesdays where I do my GM prep. You can catch me on Thursdays where I do crafting. And then you can catch us here most Friday nights for our Pathfinder game, which you've just witnessed, hopefully. And if not, hopefully you'll catch the next one and we'll see you there. But again, for now, we are going to go head on over to Logan Bro, throw that message in there, let him know where you're coming from, show him a little bit of love. Thank you guys for stopping by so much. Everybody say goodbye. Bye.
Good night, guys.
And we'll see you next
Have a good
time.
one.